Two of the most exciting teams in the Western Conference ready to battle. The defending Pacific Division champion Clippers against the Golden State Warriors. Outside they go. Here is Crawford. Iguodala is defending. Mullins outside. He's already missed a couple threes. Crawford inside the arc. That's a long two by Jamal Crawford.
And Mark Jackson talking about sticking to the principles. You got to play within your character as well. And these guys know their role. They've been defined, and guys get out of character. That's when you get those turnovers. As Jamal Crawford, who really struggled on Tuesday and opening night versus the Lakers, looking to be much more aggressive here. 7 points quickly off the bench.
Thompson gets it off to the double team focus. He looks for Lee. Shot clock at 6. Off balance. Picked up by Crawford, and the Clippers are running. Outside, Dudley fresh off the bench and puts in a triple. Jared Dudley. Drew Iguodala has 12. A lot of ground to make up. They're on a little 8-2 run right now. Here is Crawford. Iguodala a little bit late. Crawford knocking it in. Jordan with the screen. Collison to Crawford, and Crawford for three.
Too much defensive help there by Klay Thompson.
Finishing up on Curry. Here's a shot by DeAndre Jordan. Paul gets it outside. Thompson will quickly go out and defend him. Griffin a hard screen. Outside, Crawford. Oh, Crawford is warming up. He's hit a couple of long-range shots. Great steal. Great anticipation. Crawford at the other end. Really, the Clippers, every time Golden State has crept close, the Clippers answer with great runs of their own. Oh, Paul sneaks it in beautifully to Crawford. What a clever little pass right there by Chris Paul. 14 assists. That's it. Clippers get their first win with big nights by the guards. High-scoring affair. And they will look forward to the next meeting.
Final minute, first period. The entire starting unit on the bench for the Clippers right now. Crawford.
That's why he's there. Delay game on the Clippers.
Free ball by Crawford. Bingo.
How smooth is that? I mean, there's already a guy in the league, Josh Smith, with the nickname Jay Smooth, but that would be ideal for Crawford. He is just like silk. Chuck Hayes is doing what he can. It's what Chuck wants to do. Chuck is barely 6'6".
Yeah, when Yao Ming at 7'4" or whatever it was, retired as center in Houston, this 6'6", 6'5" guy replaced him at center.
Quite a dichotomy, right?
Yes. I don't know what that means, but it's certainly unusual. There's a 2-ball thrown down by Crawford.
11 in a row by the Clippers.
Crawford fires from the elbow, and I tell you, he is having some shootout. He and his fellow Seattle resident Isaiah Thomas putting on quite a show. Crawford against McLemore.
Clippers need a hoop, Ralph.
Crawford go to the hole. The little floater will fall.
He can adjust so well.
You need a hoop. He's a good guy to go to.
Oh, he's got such great body control. That was not an easy shot.
Collison to bounce to Mullins. Crawford catch, shoot, bingo, and he's fouled.
He leads the league in that category, by the way.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I listened in on Doc, and he can sense that the energy is beginning to change in the arena. And what he kept telling his guys is, guys, listen, we are up. Look at the scoreboard. We are up. Do not panic. We've got this.
I think Jamal Crawford got the message. Knocks down his third 3-ball of the game. The horn sounds. The game is over. The Los Angeles Clippers have prevailed by a final tally of 110-101. Paul out there against Aaron Brooks from Oregon. Crawford, Griffin, catch, shoot, score.
Great rhythm right there. He didn't fall away as much.
I thought it was interesting, guys. Doc Rivers, before the game, asked if he thought that DJ could learn something from Dwight Howard. In a sarcastic response, I sure hope not tonight. What do you say, Ralph? Is school in session?
Yeah, at one point he even said, well, maybe Howard can learn something from him. Well, Crawford will earn a trip to the free throw line, a chance for a three-point play as he scores the ball down to 9. Collison for 3 off the iron. Rebound, back tap, brilliantly by Barnes. They reset it. Wide open. Collison, bingo. They needed it.
They really did. This group has been playing well, but not making their shots, and Houston's kind of gaining some momentum and gaining confidence through this period. Love to see DeAndre Jordan get some touches.
For three. Bingo!
And Crawford's been great.
9 turnovers for the Rockets.
And they have been turnover prone all season long, about 20 a game.
Open for 3. Crawford. Bingo!
Another assist for Chris Paul. He's 11.
9 points for Crawford off the bench. Now low, broken up nicely by Mullins. Collison, lead bounce pass. Back to the trailer. Crawford for 3. Bingo!
Great organization of the break. Like there was such unselfishness.
Crawford for 3. Bingo! He is so shot for nobody else in basketball.
It's so true. I mean, he's so tough to stop individually. You can play good defense, and he just needs a little bit of room. He's going to get off what to him is a good shot.
Griffin grabs the rebound. Paul brings the ball ahead. On the curl, Crawford. Down low to DeAndre Jordan. He'll score and get fouled.
Beautiful play by Crawford. And I think
Crawford misses. Rebound. I'm not going to miss 2 in a row, he says. Now, bingo. He has 18 points, 5 free balls.
I mean, Chandler Parsons, who just flew by Crawford twice, is the closest thing they have to a defensive stop.
Reggie Bullock, the rookie, is in. The lob for jail. Crawford to Holland. Mullen swings it to Bullock. Clippers have fired it up. That's the 36th three-pointer of the night. Bingo for Crawford, his 6th for the game.
He did tell me before the ball game, I will catch Eddie Jones by the first half. Well, it didn't happen in the first half, but it happened early in the third quarter.
The horn will sound. The game will end. The Los Angeles Clippers win their 3rd straight game. They go to 3-1 here on the young NBA season.
Well, you're looking at the front runner to be Rookie of the Year in Oladipo. A lot of people thought that if they watched him in the Summer League, he was sensational this summer, and he's one of those guys, Ralph, going to be a better pro than he was a college player.
What about the kid who's averaging 20 points a game in Philadelphia?
Oh, Michael Carter-Williams?
I know he has a lot of names. I remember that.
He's a defensive marvel, Oladipo. The questions are not about whether or not he can defend. He's NBA ready for defense.
Crawford going to try to do it himself here. He has 7 points.
That's their first basket. Took him a while.
Crawford against Moore. Has a screen from Jordan, scores and gets fouled.
Look at Jamal talking to DJ. He turned around and said to DJ, nice screen. And then he screamed to his teammates, let's go.
Crawford dances to the baseline. Jordan throws it down with the right hand.
Great dish. Great movement. Crawford now hit a couple jumpers, able to drive and create some contact, create a lot of attention.
Crawford has it at distance. He was splendid with this group in the second quarter. He's splendid again.
Did he make that look easy or what?
Clippers lead is 3. Moore giving chase. Catch me if you can. Just an amazing offensive performer, Jamal Crawford. And give the Magic credit, by golly. They just played terrific basketball. They had the Clippers down and almost out with a 19-point lead early in the third quarter. Clippers came back to lead by as many as 6 in the fourth quarter. But the Magic had another comeback in them, and they bounce right back and they win the game.
There's no secret. He's here 4.5, 5 hours before game. After practice, stays an hour, 2 hours to work on his shooting. Now, there's a secret why he has been so successful. He's put in hard work in the time.
Real, the only active NBA player who has won NBA titles with 2 or more different teams. Collison from outside. There's a look at Ray, college basketball player of the year at UConn. Clippers have gone 4 of 9 hitting threes. There's Dwayne Wade hitting at the other end. Crawford on the fly. He makes it go. Finished second in 6-man award voting a season ago after winning it a couple years ago when he was with Atlanta.
Dwayne Wade in the open court. What did Eric Spoelstra talk about? He said, you know, what gets lost last season is he had his most efficient season as a pro. When you look at it top to bottom in terms of stats, but everyone remembers when he was hurt late in the season in the postseason as Jamal Crawford with a teardrop.
There's Redick on the wing. Wade is on him. Switch on defense. Off to the side. Crawford. He'll deal with Allen. And Jamal cans it. Crawford has come off the bench in 19 minutes. He's got 6 points. Wade! And picked up by DeAndre Jordan. Rebound number 12. By the way, the Birdman, Chris Anderson, has 10 points. That's a beautiful free from outside.
Of course, you can run your offense with Jamal Crawford when he gets it going.
Chris has scored 4 altogether in the second half, and let's see if he can turn it on right now. His team needs him approaching the halfway point of the final quarter here in Miami. 3-2 Clippers, 3-2 Heat. Crawford, and 2 in a row for the Clippers, and a timeout taken by the Miami Heat.
What all these Duke players do is flop down, take offensive.
Look who just Here's Crawford. That is a shot from three-point territory. And the Miami Heat will go to 4-2. 3-0 at home. Third consecutive win.
Let's see if the Clippers can close this deficit a bit in the final 4.5 minutes of the third quarter. Jamal Crawford has been quiet. All his struggle.
I'll tell you what, Houston's
3 seconds to go.
looks good.
Crawford, bank shot, got it. He'll take it, his first field goal of the game. Garcia, he'll miss. The door's being held open, folks. Ready? Works against Garcia.
He wants the side cleared. Here it is.
Dudley, open jumper, got it, plus the foul.
We have ourselves a ball game.
3-point game and a chance to make it a 2-point game. Pass feed to Lim. They're not going to get it off. Clippers come up with it. Lead pass to Reddick. He'll pull up the leaning two-pointer. Won't go. The follow tip by Crawford at the buzzer is good. Jamal Crawford gives the Clippers the lead. Crawford against Parsons. In his face. Rebound. What an offensive rebound by DeAndre Jordan. And a drive and a basket and a foul.
BJ, what is that, his 5th or his 6th? At least 5 offensive rebounds in the ballgame. He came in
better than that one.
He came in with 29 in 6 games.
Jordan comes to Collison. Griffin against Parsons. Backs down.
Good read by Blake.
Crawford for 3. Bingo! Jamal Crawford. Wow, what a big hoop. 92-85. Crawford for 3 more. Online bingo! Wow. With a perfect line of sight for that. And that one, the minute it left his hand, looked golden. The Clippers lead by 10. There's a takeaway by Chris Paul. Paul brings it ahead. Gets the ball, and Collison can't finish it, but another offensive rebound basket for Crawford, who has 16 points in the game, and the Clippers have blown it open, up by 15. The Clippers come from, well, they trailed by as many as 13 in this game. They erased all of that and more. They had an 18-0 run at the end of the third quarter, the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Rick Adelman going back to his old substitution pattern. He's wholesale changes and going back with an entire second team. Partly because of the Clippers matchups, too.
Crawford throwing it up, and that was a little bit too easy for Ryan Hollins. Matt Barnes with a rebound. Didn't think they really had to give up a ton to bring in J.J. Redick and Jared Dudley, and we'll go the other way. Shot clock down to 5 for Crawford. Crawford will launch it. Talk about a guy who can light it up. And that's the first career-made field goal for Gorgie J. Well, first career dunk, I should say. There you go. Came into the night just 1 point in his NBA career. That came at the free throw line. And Ryan Hollins going to have another and one opportunity. The Staples Center crowd trying to get the Clippers going. 96 straight sellouts coming into this one for the Clippers as Crawford. Well, he's just so fantastic coming off the bench. Way inside, Love with the second chance. DeAndre Jordan comes away with it. On the other end, the stuff from Matt Barnes. Kevin Love rattles out. DeAndre Jordan with a rebound. The Wolves bench 10 points in that first half. J.J. Barea was 0 of 5 from the field. DeAndre Jordan, that's going to be fun. Fed taking it baseline. Martin's going to have to hurry. Got it away. Dante Cunningham tries for the rebound flush and goes off the front of the iron. Crawford.
I knew it was going in. Could see it.
I'm sure they're going to take a look at it. It was right at the buzzer. It banks in. And that gets the Staples Center crowd to its feet. Let's take another look.
Looked like to me it was good.
Oh, there's no question.
There's no question about it. You could just tell it was tracking too. Just the arc of it. I think it was right on line.
Griffin with the shot clock down to 4. Collison. 3 rattles out, but DeAndre Jordan gets the basketball. And Jamal Crawford is going to go to the free throw line for a chance for a 3-point play. Crawford corner 3.
Bulls need a 3-point specialist. They really do need another perimeter jump shooter. Like a J.J. Redick. I mean, somebody off the bench they can bring in that can just make shots. I mean, Kyle Korver would be someone like that. I mean, that kind of player. Jamal Crawford is just such a great scorer. What a weapon he is. 16 in a game.
Crawford with Rubio on him. Crawford takes it inside and gets a roll. Kevin Martin. Martin puts it up. Off the iron. Pekovic rebound. Try Love. Oh, just off the iron. The Wolves had 2 cracks at a second chance bucket, and neither of them go in. It just falls off the rim, and Jim, kind of the story of the night. The little things did not go the Timberwolves' way in this game.
Under 4 to play here in the first. Both teams have kind of settled into this pace as Jamal Crawford shakes and bakes. Griffin back to Crawford. 3-pointer. Got it to go. Crawford tried to split the defender. Cephalosha again right there, but then throws it away. Collison, Crawford from the baseline. Both of these teams, Jeff, how much they get out of their bench is going to be vital. Lamb and Jackson in the backcourt. Crawford launches that one and gets his 3rd field goal. Lamb flips it up. That won't go. Lamb just can't get it to fall. Now 0 for 5. Paul to Crawford. Fakes, drives, lefty shot, rolls in. Beautiful move from Crawford. And that's the largest lead of the game for the Clippers. Timeout Thunder. Crawford, a little shake and bake. Nice feed. Oh, what a beautiful pass to Jordan. Griffin inside and finishes quickly. Crawford off the screen. They've got such a sweet jumper. Jackson comes the other way. Jackson lost it, picked up by Redick. Griffin falls down. Inside to Crawford, banks it in. 8-point game, timeout Thunder. 5-point game again. Ball inside, nearly stripped, kicks it back out. Crawford hits a 3. Jamal Crawford from downtown. And Redick will dribble it out. Impressive win for the LA Clippers. Blake Griffin, a terrific all-around game as they knock off the Thunder 111 to 103.
The hardest thing.
I'll tell you, we're really playing who are these guys right now.
The hardest thing to do in a game like this, like we just saw Jason Terry do, is him pass up a shot.
Griffin
to what he thought would be like a Pierce or a Garnett or a Joe Johnson. He kicked it out to someone else who was a non-really scorer.
Mullins knocks down a jump shot. Got to feel good to him, shooting 36% from the field this year. Nets lead by 3. Crawford lobs it high and throws it in. 1-point lead for Brooklyn. Plumlee again. Yet to make a free throw.
Got to be able to do that.
Every now and then at least. 74-72. Clippers lead. 30 seconds to go. Crawford, the runner.
And he did it on purpose. He was trying to get a 2-for-1, but it just didn't happen quick enough. Didn't have a whole lot of time with which to work. You really don't worry about Crawford and Redick and Dudley, those guys from 3. Those guys have shot, 41%, but it's Paul and Collison and Barnes and Mullins that have shot 22%.
And up.
Jamal Crawford with a nifty look.
Mullins picks it up. Tried to draw the foul. Comes off to Griffin. Still plenty of time on the clock. Crawford for three. Bingo! Just the way they drew it up. I think this is one of those games where Doc Rivers, the coach of the Clippers, coming in, thought, I don't care how we win it. It's almost certain not to be pretty. Crawford in the passing lane.
A 1-point win.
Nice move by Jamal Crawford.
You forget he's 6'5". Sometimes because he's so fluid from outside, but Crawford can get to the rim.
Lead is up to 7. Crawford rises, scores.
In the face of Plumlee, who is ever so active.
Rebound Collison, and that will do it. And the Nets realize their fate is sealed. The horn sounds, the game is over. The Los Angeles Clippers have defeated a spirited group of Brooklyn Nets.
Chris Paul works it over to Crawford. Crawford will fire for three. Bingo.
And Rick Adelman said before the ball game, that guy hurt us last time. No, they should look to shoot within about 8 seconds, just like you said. Some quick hitter with Chris. They're actually going to go right to Blake. He'll turn, go to the hole, and lose the ball. There's your shot right there.
Gets it back. Into the corner. Crawford for three. Bingo!
You know what Jamal did right there? He did something that most young players won't do. When you're that open, most young guys will take extra time. Jamal shot that just like there was a guy running right at him.
Love misses, and the Clippers come back with it with a 2-point lead.
But that's what happens when you're a little bit tired.
Crawford.
Clippers should not be tired.
10 points for Crawford off the bench. He had 18 against these guys in the game last week. Crawford for three. Bingo!
Although Crawford continues to defy the odds at age 33.
Crawford with 10. This being done without Matt Barnes tonight. Crawford dropped it to Holland. Slam dunk! Pretty play. Nice team up there by Crawford and Holland. And a foul. I didn't hear what time they get home last night, you hear? Crawford for three. Bingo!
I heard they got home pretty early.
So they gained an hour coming back. It's a different deal coming from east to west. 5.6 seconds to go. Brewer
get away from him.
Rise for three. Off the back iron. Rebound. DeAndre Jordan. It is over. The Clippers have beaten the Minnesota Timberwolves 7 consecutive times.
Well, guys, just to tie up on Lamar Odom, he is in Rhode Island this week. He's working out with the noted personal trainer Rob McClanahan. He had the DUI this summer. He certainly is going to be at least suspended for a game or two before he can play for anybody. So it's going to be another few weeks before Lamar Odom is with any team. Mark?
All right, thank you, David. Clippers back to the offense and a wide open shot for Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford, who just came on for Doc Rivers and his Clippers. Crawford knocks down a three. You mentioned the Spurs. Well, the general manager of the Oklahoma City Thunder comes by way of the Spurs, talking about Sam Presti.
I had no problem with that deal, to be honest with you. I like James Harden, but now they are a legitimate team for the next 10 years.
Adams on the low post on Hollins goes right at him. Here's Adams.
That's what I want to see right there, because if he's going to eventually be the starter, this is now when he should start working on his offensive game.
Well, and what's interesting is he only played 1 year of college at Pitt, so he hasn't really developed much of a post game. So it is going to take some time.
Dudley able to knock it down. Second field goal, he has 5 points.
2 minutes remaining.
High dribble by Paul, getting it to Crawford for a corner three.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, the ball handling, the vision.
This is Mullins up top. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Crawford, you rarely see him make that kind of move. Usually fires for the perimeter, but nice move by Jamal. Holland trying to set the pick. Here's Holland on the drive. Ryan Hollins in his 8th year out of UCLA. The Clippers his 16 in those 8 seasons. Crawford once again on the drive. Jamal Crawford with a couple of nifty moves here in the fourth quarter, and a timeout is taken by Scott Brooks. Grant backs his way, goes to the draw step. Crawford comes across, puts the move on Fisher, and scores.
Yeah, let me tell you something. When you see Derek Fisher, he's light up like it's Christmas, his eyes do.
Pass behind Ibaka, 2-on-1, no, 2-on-0. The one was the official Mike Callahan.
Knocked away from Perry Jones, making his first appearance. Hold on. Off the break. 105-91. The Thunder doing it in overwhelming fashion against the Clippers.
One of these nights, Reggie Bullock's going to start knocking down 3 balls left and right. Crawford.
Well, we never have to worry about that guy knocking down shots, do we?
That's right. Crawford will try to get the ball to Redick. We'll see. Crawford will let it fly.
Boy,
knock
there's
it
just
down.
great arc on that shot. You can just tell it's going to fall right down through the hoop.
Clippers lead by 1, 9 seconds remain. And Crawford will set the table for the Clippers. Redick, catch, shoot, score.
Really good. You know you're a good shooter when you can curl both ways, Ralph.
Thornton, a born scorer for sure.
Yeah, and he will not shy away from this opportunity. We talked about how he hasn't played the last 4 games. He will let it fly, and he'll check and find out to see if he's hot.
Averaging about 10 points a game. Came into the game, he'd scored 93 points, but taken 95 shots to get him. Bingo! A 3 ball by Crawford.
Crawford's distance is impeccable.
Redick, catch, shoot, does it again.
And I guess it didn't matter. And did you hear me say before, if you can shoot, you can bail out a lot of bad possessions. We tried to tell you on Clippers Live that there was bad blood between these 2 teams. It is showing its face already.
It's not getting better, is it? Griffin gets his first field goal of the game. Clippers lead by 5. Crawford, the lob, the basket.
I'm telling you what, there are nights when you can throw in anything and it's going to go. And tonight is one of those nights for Crawford. I'll be surprised if he even misses again.
Crawford off the glass.
Feeling it, baby.
He has 11.
I mean, totally feeling it.
Vasquez will let it fly, missed badly. Long rebound comes out to the Clippers. Have 4-on-2 numbers. Collison for 3. Bingo! Darren Collison knocks down the 3 ball, and the Clippers lead by 5. Pick and roll with Lake. Baseline jumper, very nice.
Only his second basket. Probably the most surprising stat about this first half is the Clippers doing it without huge contributions from Blake so far. I think that bodes well for the second half.
Into the corner for 3. Oh my goodness. Not the best shot for McLemore. A very, very dangerous 3-point shooter.
He needs to fire his caddy for crying out loud.
Crawford, the right-handed scoop is a beauty.
When we said Crawford had to play big, nobody would have expected this. He's 6 out of 7.
Collison explode to the basket. There's a dimension that they had early in the ball game, and Clippers back on top by 1. Collison lobs it back to Crawford for 3 in the lead. Bingo!
Incredible. Incredible by Jamal Crawford. 7 for 10.
Crawford finds Jamison, who lobs it in with a left hand. 6 assists for Crawford. Crawford for 3. Bingo!
I can't believe how pure his jump shot is tonight.
Crawford going to move. To the basket.
And when you're making jump shots like Jamal has, he's made 6 jump shots tonight, and you sell it, he hung out to dry.
Clippers lead by 1. Thomas misses badly. Jamison rebounds.
I'd go right back to Crawford and watch how quickly they're going to react to his dribble drive fake this time and set that out.
Down low to Hollins for the slam dunk.
And Crawford has 8 assists to go with his 23 points.
Crawford drops it to Griffin. Slam dunk. Oh, a power jam by Blake Griffin in traffic.
And Jamal Crawford, 9 assists.
Crawford working with McLemore. Circles around Jordan. Fires and hits.
I mean, he grabbed onto the waist of his own guy.
Kind of used that momentum to get around
him. And spun himself to freedom.
Dudley's out to put an extra shooter on the court. Under pressure.
Oh, wow.
Pressure.
What a shot by Crawford.
He has got the Kings shaking their heads. 90-87 the Clippers. Their season high 27 for Crawford.
No defense for that.
6 seconds remain. Crawford for the win. Overtime. Clippers lead, trail by 4. Griffin lets it fly.
That's a huge shot. The Clippers were 1 for their previous 10.
Crawford finds Griffin, slam dunk. Clippers take the lead. Crawford drives right. Pulls up. He hits. Jamal Crawford does it again. What a ball game. He has 29. Clippers lead
102-98 with 8 unanswered points. And time is going to expire. The Los Angeles Clippers go 3-0 against the Sacramento Kings this year. They've been 12-5 in the year, 4-4 on the road.
The Pacers wear their alternate gold jerseys, and the Clippers in their back in blue short sleeve. They wear these for all Sunday home games. And now it's Crawford.
Boy, tough shot, too, because he got knocked off balance by Paul George as he was lifting and still able to stay with some body control. He told the official just now about it. And this is the guy they want, because he's hard to cover without fouling. That's why, I mean, he can flat out get the ball in the basket. I mean, when you need somebody to make a play, Jamal Crawford is as good as anybody with the ball.
Now Stevenson against his former teammate Collison. Leaves it off for Scola, wiped off the rim, and the backboard by Hollins.
I thought it was wiped off the backboard after it hit the backboard, but it was a really good pass.
And Hollins right down the lane on a nifty pass from Jamal Crawford. C.J. Watson has hit 8 of his last 13 from three-point range. Crawford back the other way, pleading for a foul. 10-point Pacers lead. Crawford again. 12 for Jamal Crawford off the Clippers bench. Crawford, another basket.
I mean, he's just a terrific scorer. Now, this is one where Paul George needs to take, because Bullock is really not that good of a defensive player.
Paul George got the roll.
Yeah, Bullock is bigger than you think he is, first of all. He's closer to 6'7", 6'8" than he is 6'6". But he really is not known for his defensive ability, and Paul George should take advantage of that.
Left after his third year at Carolina, and a 3 by Crawford.
Very capable. He can carry you. That's just a bad pass. Oh, he tried to foul it. That's a bad pass. You gotta get him the ball. Crawford is a very good offensive player. Defensively, he's working at it, but the Pacers have to get Paul George the ball. Let him go. If they make it, that's fine.
And the Indiana Pacers have won their 7th straight game, an NBA best 16-1. Many had said this Pacers team had done it all against the weakest schedule in the NBA. They come on the road and beat the Los Angeles Clippers this afternoon.
3-guard offense now with Crawford, Paul, and Collison. Crawford's been 2 years here. Says, remember me?
And arguably his best year. 09-10, average man of the year, 18 points a game.
And Cartier Martin is a tall guy guarding Crawford. They actually switch off with Horford.
Jump shot. Softly. Nestles through the net. Crawford for 2.
He can get you back into almost any game, because by him making shots, he takes Atlanta out of what they're typically thinking.
He didn't get enough lift. That was Mike Scott. Crawford says, I know where that rim is.
Well, it ends up being a 4-point turnover.
Back for 3. They continue the battle for the rebounds. The Clippers lucky to come out of the pack with it. Crawford finds Paul. The right-handed runner's a beauty. Passed up the 3 ball to go for 2. It's a 7-point ball game. 8 in the shot clock. What a shot by Jamal Crawford. He has 10 on the feed from Paul. That's going to do it, folks. The Atlanta Hawks get a sweet victory. The Clippers open a 7-game road trip on a losing note. They go to 4-5 in the road in the season, 12-7 overall against the league. At X-Forum, where the Los Angeles Clippers get set to go here against the Memphis Grizzlies, 2 rather bitter rivals, based on the fact this is their 22nd meeting in the last 2 seasons. Crawford, that's a tough shot. And he's a tough shot maker.
He makes that one. You could expect that one to kind of heat you up.
The Clippers eliminate them in 2012. They eliminate the Clippers in 2013. No wonder there's some
a little bit of
hostility going on between these teams. Crawford will drive. It's a 1-point game.
All of a sudden, the defense is kicking in.
Ball gets to the baseline. Finds Griffin. Passes up the shot. 5 in the shot clock. Crawford will rise and score.
Bailout jumper. Makes it look like you still got all the momentum. But really, that was Crawford bailing out. I thought Blake passed up a good one.
Carlos to go to work. Crawford moves to freedom, fires and scores.
Beautiful movement.
That time Crawford taking a really good shot off a good play, good set. He was bound to hit that one.
Miller to Kufis. Lewis thought he got fouled. Get the ball to Collison. Pondexter takes a dive. Crawford rises. Crawford scores.
Did you see him protect that ball? I mean, he pump faked. And then Calathes tried to reach around and get it, but Crawford had already cuddled it into his side, realizing it was going to happen.
Jamison will fire. Bingo. Juan Jamison knocks down a pair of 3 balls. Crawford will bring the ball ahead. Guarded by Pondexter. Good pass. Jamison for 3. Bingo.
Crawford's so great at creating space because he's such a weapon.
Crawford. Bingo. Wow. So all of a sudden now the Clippers can't miss from deep. Bullock for 3. Got the bounce. Bingo for the rookie Reggie Bullock. His 3rd 3 of the game, his 8th of the year. Well, congratulations all around. The Los Angeles Clippers get the victory. They go to 5-5 on the road this year, 13-7, and number 600 for Doc Rivers.
Crawford sizing up. Bennett goes inside, and Anthony had to foul him.
Been in the league a long time.
Chauncey Billups once called his crossover and called him the mechanic because he fixes people up. Here comes Tristan Thompson. Oh, belted to the ground by Hollins. We're not committing a foul in the process. Crawford on the run. Bullock denied the shot by Waiters. Crawford trying to get to the rim. Does, and he scores, and he's fouled. As again, Anthony Bennett was matched up on him. Earl Clark catch and shoot. Missed it. Rhythm shot. Didn't get it to go. Clippers by 1. Back on the attack. Crawford, look out. In rhythm for 3.
See how quickly it changes?
And LA now with a lead of 68-64. Crawford the pull-up, and he hits it. Jamal Crawford with a dozen.
He's an offensive machine.
Always has been. Ball knocked away. Here comes Chris Paul with reinforcements. Crawford ducks inside. Spun it up and in. And again, a 2-possession game. Griffin goes inside. Backside. Crawford gets it. And just like that, LA is within 3. A win-and-go winner. 88. Cavaliers, 82 Clippers.
5-point Celtic lead. Clippers push the ball back into the offensive end.
Boston shooting a great percentage so far. 8 out of 14.
Ball in the paint. He has 10 points and nothing flat. That's in just over 8 minutes of play.
Good thing he showed up.
Gerald Wallace is in now. And being guarded by Steven Jackson. He takes a lot of pride in his defense. There's a bad pass taken by Crawford. Oh, Crawford to Griffin. Oh, he got a nice soft bounce.
Oh, my goodness. Did he ever put that up softly? Running full speed.
Sullinger over the right shoulder. Miss it. Rebound. Picked up by Hollins. Jamison thinking about the 3 ball. Firing. Bingo.
That's 20,000 points right there. On that shot. Let's see how they play with Blake Griffin back in the ball game and not Chris Paul. See if they can get anything around the basket.
The runner by Crawford is good. Yeah, Blake's at the playing center. 28-27, 7 unanswered points for the Los Angeles Clippers. Beautiful lead bounce pass to Crawford for the easy goal, and the Clippers break on top. They've scored the last 9 after going down by 8. Crawford against Green. He is some offensive player.
Crawford is born to score, wasn't he?
He really is just amazing. Collison to bring it back in. Beautiful job by Crawford. Get the bucket, get the free throw, and a nice feed from Collison.
He's as good as anybody I've ever seen in the NBA once he gets fouled.
Crawford drives and scores.
Kind of a crowd quieting shot by Jamal.
4-point Clipper lead. Griffin to the foul line. To Paul.
This is where you got to be decisive because you're only going to get probably one good look on a set.
Crawford, a long 3-ball. Bingo! Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, fans here don't see him enough to know that that was very much his shot.
Clippers lead by 5. Jamal looking positively nonchalant about it. Rebound loose, picked up by Collison.
That's what happened when you're tired.
Bass mishandled the ball he normally would handle.
Crawford for 3 more. Bingo! Oh, me, oh, my. Clippers lead it by 8. Crawford with a huge final period, 11 points in the fourth quarter to really put this thing away for the Los Angeles Clippers to get the victory by a final tally of 96-88.
It is a cold night in the New York area with a look at the Brooklyn Bridge, and not far away, the beautiful Barclays Center, full of holiday spirit and ready for a big night of NBA basketball, which tonight on TNT is presented by State Farm. The Los Angeles Clippers, currently number 4 in the Western Conference, against the Brooklyn Nets, finally with a healthy lineup. Here comes Darren Williams. Galloping the other way, Dudley back on his heels, and he scoops it up. Picked up by Jackson, outlet goes to Paul.
Got shooters.
Crawford, a 3. That's good because the Los Angeles Clippers, since the first quarter, only 2 of 14 shooting 3. Crawford.
What a tough shot.
That was a tough shot. Anderson with the drive. And picked up by Jamison. To Crawford. Sean Livingston in with the defense. Nice shot by Crawford. That's 2 tough ones.
Absolutely. I mean, he is creating offense, obviously, for himself, but the degree of difficulty, a center in DeAndre Jordan, who's, to me, is having one of the most improved seasons. Look at his numbers. I know he won't be mentioned, but he's having an unbelievable season for the Clippers.
Crawford with a 3, and it's in. Now, the Clippers tonight started 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. They've gone 3 of their last 20. For the game, 6 of 24. Ahead, Crawford throws to Collison. A very good night for the Nets, who build upon their win the other night when they took care of the Celtics 104-96. And tonight, with a missed shot there by Tyshawn Taylor, they win their 3rd in a row. That's the first time all year they put 3 in a row together. Only their 2nd win this season by double digits.
Booker's undersized, and Webster's really, like you said, a 2, but he's playing 3.
He'll let it fly. 3 ball won't go. Long rebound comes out and is taken by Crawford. Paul will fire for 3 more. Bingo! Chris Paul starting to find the 3 ball.
Well, remember what he said. It's a must-win.
Dudley on the feed from Paul. Gets it back, lets it fly, knocks it down.
The ball movement is better, Ralph. So just this switch by bringing Crawford in as a runner. So a Redick-like runner has opened up the Clipper attack.
Wall really looking to distribute. Bingo from the corner. Trevor Ariza knocks down the corner 3 ball. 19-15, Clippers by 4. Crawford replies, bingo!
The corner 3 has become the in vogue shot of the NBA.
4 seconds separate the shot in the game clock. Jamal Crawford getting his first start. He only started 6 games in like the last 4 years. Those were all in Portland a couple of years ago. Goes to work with it. Foul circle, jump shot, basket.
And that was on his Seattle buddy, Martell Webster, 6 years his younger.
Chris Paul with 5 in the shot clock. On the run, finds the shooter in the corner. Goes back to CP3 for 2.
Just like you draw it up.
I don't recall seeing that one on the chalkboard. Nice move to the goal by Jamal Crawford, who got his first start this year or last year. First start ever as a Clipper. Ariza.
After his run with the Lakers, Ralph, where he won a championship and then got him back to the finals, he was traded to Houston. So they chose not to re-sign him, and they wanted him to be a go-to scorer. Well, that just wasn't what he was. And he struggled to find his niche. He's having a great year this year.
Crawford with Ariza on his back. Seraphin. Rebound taken by Hollins in the game for the first time tonight. Clippers head home after the game. Game 7. A long road trip. They're 3-3. Crawford says, okay, I got things under control here. 91-77. Wall to Seraphin. Can he do that?
Yes. Are you kidding now?
Holy smokers.
You're going to have people from French Guiana sending you tweets and taking you off their list.
I'll tell you, this young man has 11 points in the second half. Crawford again.
Same play. Same kind of action, and Jamal warming up. He's got 15.
The Clippers finish a long and grueling road trip on a winning note. They'll fly home tonight a little bit higher with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses on the road trip.
You know, when Pop let go of Steven Jackson last year, it was an agonizing decision for him because he loves Steven Jackson, and so do the guys on this team. They really enjoy his company. They like him, but you know, it was just becoming a little bit of a problem for us to keep him. So, you know, he's still very effective. Has few years left in the tank, and you know, Doc Rivers needed that kind of toughness and grittiness coming off his bench.
Here is Griffin.
Shot that on the way down, still made it.
7 straight for the Clippers after the Spurs got the first 4. 9 on the shot clock. Jordan gives it up here. Crawford trying to shed Bellinelli. Dudley on the drive, lays it up and in. Dudley coming off a 16-point game against Washington, averages 8 a contest. Back-to-back turnovers, and the Clippers still up 6. Nope. 8, thanks to Crawford's 2. Thiago shovels it over to Timmy. Too hard.
You have all that athleticism lurking around the rim to get you in a hurry.
Yeah, he rushed it a bit.
Yeah.
Never seemed to have a firm grip on the ball when Thiago shoveled it over there. Paul the miss. Rebound Dudley. Back out. Wide open Crawford.
Now that's the best time to shoot a 3-ball after an offensive rebound, and he's the last guy you want to give wide open shots to.
Call 444-5643 or email sweets@attcenter.com. Sounds like a great night of fun. Jamal Crawford, another 3. Crawford on the drive and scores.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. He's a terrific one-on-one player, not just a jump shooter.
Crawford swipes it from Bellinelli. And a foul on Marco.
That's a great foul. That's a great foul because if he doesn't foul there, Jamal Crawford is in a 2-on-1 with DeAndre Jordan.
See that shot?
Yeah, last year he had a similar alley-oop just like that where he got tricky, threw it between his legs in the air, patted a couple times.
They wind it down with Jamal Crawford with the dribble. He has 14. They got 23 from Paul with 8 rebounds, 7 assists. And there you go again.
Yeah.
That
was deep.
That is vintage, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he makes those.
And as they play out, Pop and Doc Rivers exchange conversation.
They're not even watching the end of the game.
As the LA Clippers beat the Spurs 116-92.
Eric Gordon, also a former Clipper, of course, coming over in part of that deal. Aminu and Eric Gordon in the trade for Chris Paul. Jamal Crawford, third straight. There's the gunner. Third straight start for Jamal Crawford, and he's not saying don't start me. He's averaging 16 a game this year. Extra pass. Account for the 3-point shooters. Jared Dudley's in for that very reason. The 28-year-old out of Boston College in his 7th season. Eric Gordon. And
he grabbed his arm.
Yeah, Dudley grabbed him on the way by. And they're giving it to the Clippers, as you mentioned.
Wow, and then gave him a quick inbound.
That was international rules, wasn't it? It'll be Dudley. Monty Williams, he's scratching his head over here. It'll be DeAndre Jordan for the easy one. On the run. It'll be Griffin trying to control it, and he does. All of a sudden, Griffin picking up the pace, challenged by Anthony Davis. And did he throw it away? No. Saved by Crawford. And not only a save, but a bucket. Jamal Crawford, a long guard. Man, diagonal. That'll kill you every time. Will it be points for Collison? Yep. Boy, that'll be a heartbreaker. Bells did a good job in the second quarter defensively. Held the Clips to 33% from the floor. Crawford setting it up. The line drive. Wow. Blake Griffin gets the triple. Aminu. Blake Griffin, pretty good with that off arm. And he's going to get to the cup. Nope. Shot clock. Crawford. Unbelievable. That's what he does, though. I mean, he's got unlimited range.
That's not a surprise. That's from 30 feet, stand still, not really even stepping into that shot, and nothing but bottom.
And that's his first 3. Clippers 18-9 now with the victory as the Pels lose their 3rd straight, fall to 11-13.
And here's the red-hot Dudley.
Paul swings it to Crawford. Baseline rises for the three ball. Bingo!
That's a good sign because one of the dynamics I wanted to watch tonight, could the Clippers continue to make three-pointers against the Nuggets, who defended better than anybody in basketball?
CP3 down lane to Crawford. Scoop to the basket, score, and get fouled. He said there are a number of ways to score three-point baskets. Here comes Miller. Nice follow-up, but didn't get the basket.
And this was the lineup last year with Lawson and Miller together.
Bingo!
That was the lineup that did so well for George Karl's teams. He would bring these two guys in together.
Because Lawson leads them in scoring on the season. So that's not a good sign.
Yeah, but he's only averaged 11 a game the last 6. You kind of figured one of two things might happen tonight.
Bingo! 2 in a row! I think Crawford has hit 3 of them in the ball game. So Griffin gets the ball to Chris Paul. Crawford for 3. Bingo!
So both Crawford and Chris Paul pointed to the bench. So that's obviously the play they called from the timeout. It works to perfection.
Dudley, a ball fake. Crawford, 3 ball. Bingo!
That was like a 4 ball.
He has 18 in the game, his 5th 3 ball of the game. Hamilton blocked by Jordan, his 3rd of the game.
Still hot.
Dudley. Bingo!
If he's making corner threes, this team is going to win a lot of ball games.
Arthur in traffic, blocked from behind by Barnes. Picked up by Paul. Into the corner, Crawford for 3 more. His 6th of the ball game. Crawford with 6 3 balls in the bank in the game. The work out front. By himself for 2. He's a weapon, folks. 6.5 seconds to go in the period. Crawford gets it. 3 on 2. Crawford gets it back. Goaltender. A nice job by Matt Barnes. Got it and gave it right back. Crawford with 5 on the clock. Fires it, hits it.
It's like no man's land for a big guy trying to guard him in that setting.
27 points for Crawford. The final score, the Los Angeles Clippers, a resounding victory over the Denver Nuggets, 112-91.
Jamal Crawford, who, by the way, making his 5th straight start and played 100 games as a Clipper coming off the bench before Doc Rivers finally put him in the starting lineup, and it pays dividends right there early on tonight.
Picking up where he left off against Denver. It's 6 threes in that ball game. They were having problems scoring. When JJ went down, you know, they had problems scoring the basketball. And Doc said, I need someone to help me out in the starting lineup. And again, an impossible shot by Jamal Crawford.
That one just about brought rain.
Corey Brewer was all over him, too.
The good news is Ricky's on the floor. We'll see whether or not it hampers him going forward here. DeAndre Jordan with a rebound and a second chance for the Clippers.
Long jump shots create long rebounds. That's why guards have to get in there and rebound. All 5 black shirts have to be in there. Minnesota again gives up more second chance points.
Crawford with the shot clock down to 3. DeAndre Jordan takes the rebound away from Ricky Rubio, and then Jamal Crawford all alone.
How about that shot? That's the one that Peck has had trouble with. Is that left shoulder to the baseline jump hook. Gets to go there.
Griffin taking it right at Pekovic. Gets another finish inside. 5 to shoot for the Clippers. Paul lost the basketball. Griffin gets it.
What in the world? Why are people leaking out? I don't get it. I don't understand why Kevin Martin and Bob Moute are leaking out. Kevin Martin was at half court. Bob Moute was outside the arc.
Brewer taking it inside, has it knocked away. Numbers for the Clippers. Chris Paul gives it right back to Jamal Crawford.
Bad offense. Ignites the fast break for the Clippers.
Rubio has it taken away by Dudley. Numbers for the Clippers. Crawford in front. Rubio gives it up for DeAndre Jordan.
Wide open.
Correa will take it himself. Collison came to challenge, and JJ just about to put it up to the rafters, and it comes back down and through. Crawford at the end of the corner. Are you kidding me? He did it again. He did it again. third quarter, an absolute killer for Minnesota.
Turnovers can be so costly. I better stop talking right now, guys.
Yeah, indeed, right on cue, a turnover by the Wolves after they came out to get the stop to start the quarter.
Interesting matchup. Crawford does not favor Minnesota.
The result is a Crawford bucket. He goes up to 18. Jamal Crawford takes it right to the rack. Gets the scoop shot to go. Gets it back to a 2-point game. And Rick Adelman's going to use a timeout. Rubio will be the inbounder this time. Gets it to Kevin Martin in the backcourt. Martin loses the basketball. Crawford slams it home to tie it up. Oh my. Rubio quickly. 5 seconds. Pekovic. No. Rebound. Loose. Pekovic gets it away in time. We're going to overtime. And that's going to do it. 120. 116 the final in overtime here at Staples Center as the Timberwolves fall short against the Clippers.
And a thrilling matchup to end Christmas Day here at one of the loudest venues in the NBA, Oracle Arena. Golden State with a record of 16-13, hosting the Los Angeles Clippers, who are 20-9. The Clippers have won 5 straight games. Good save by Dudley. The shot clock at 7. Here's former Warrior Jamal Crawford off the dribble, as Crawford on the season averaging 17 points per game. Now the shot clock at 4 for LA. Crawford, oh my goodness, what a shot. Is there a better shot maker than Jamal Crawford?
Tough shot maker. He's one of the best. There's no question.
Curry set the NBA record for made threes in a single season last year. Couldn't get the 2-pointer to go. Falling towards the baseline. Crawford, pretty good shooter in his own right. In and out though. Jordan secures the rebound. And Crawford from about 15 feet. In all seriousness, though, okay, Carmelo Anthony wasn't there. The Knicks still get blown out, but boy, the Nets. How disastrous of a season has this been for the Nets as Crawford scores? Warriors come in 16-13, 8th in the West. Won 2 in a row. Clippers at 20-9 have won 5 straight. Jamal Crawford has started all of those games that they've had this winning streak, and he has 10 points now tonight. Nice play by Jamal Crawford getting to the basket.
You could just send anybody up to a guy and give him a flagrant foul and get him out of the ball game. That's not a good precedent. I don't like it at all.
Especially when it's a flagrant 2 and the player is being ejected for what he did to the player that subsequently got the technical foul as Crawford banks it in. And the Clippers retake the lead. 7:45 remaining in the 4th. Jordan, Crawford, Barnes, Collison, and Paul on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Crawford. Boy, he's so good at that hanging jumper when he's moving to his right or forward. He's got 6 points in the 4th quarter. One of the best 4th quarter scorers in the NBA. Crawford, a 3-pointer is good. He is the master at drawing fouls. He's the all-time leader in 4-point plays. Was hoping to get personal on Iguodala. As it is, he ties it at 94. Bogut at 7 feet will defend the inbound pass.
You got to protect the rim if you're Bogut on the inside. There you go.
Here's Crawford for the win. Short. Golden State hangs on.
He had a gorgeous day in the Pacific Northwest with sunny skies, and tonight Portland all dressed up for the holidays. 2 of the best teams in the Western Conference. 2 sensational power forwards. 2 of the league's top point guards, all on display here in Portland tonight. Portland has missed their last 4. Here's a Blazer turnover, the 3rd in the early going. Outside Crawford, who's had a good string of scoring games and continues with a sweet floater right there for the Clips. Williams again firing the shot. Rebound by Jordan. Crawford moments ago had picked up his first foul. Here's Collison through traffic, finding Crawford with a 3 over Batum, and that's a tough shot because Batum has some great defensive skill.
Griffin maybe a little out of control, trying to create something out of nothing, and he ends up smacking Freeland with the off arm inadvertently.
Yeah, the 20 points last night at Golden State. Sunday had 32. Saturday had 24 and 10. He's had all these double-doubles. As Jamal Crawford with that silky smooth shot of his.
It doesn't feel like the Blazers have shot it that well tonight. They've missed a lot of threes, but here they are 9 for 25, and we're midway through the third quarter. 9 threes already.
And Crawford now plus 15 points are the Blazers beyond the arc. Lasering it inside, throwing it away. Nice pickoff in the other way, Barnes. Myers Leonard. Basket will go, and that is a three-point game.
And the Blazers now as Crawford comes back with a three.
What a stroke.
Blazers are 12 for 32 from the three-point line.
Crawford with a little cross. Nice fake, and he follows it up with a sweet deuce.
And it's tied. After all that, they've finally clawed their way back and tied it up. And this Blazer faithful getting a little restless here, Kev.
Crawford with a slashing move inside. Here comes Batum from Aldridge. He got the screen. He puts up the triple. That ties the game at 101. Paul, Batum is out. And for the win. Here we go. Overtime.
Boy, and he had a great look. But Jared Dudley down comes back into the ballgame. He is essentially the four-man in a very small lineup. Jamal Crawford with the runner.
Paul, long three over Aldridge. It's picked up by Matthews. Ahead to Williams, and that'll do it. And in overtime, the Portland Trail Blazers have beaten the Los Angeles Clippers by 4.
Blake Griffin got hot late in that second quarter. In fact, scored 10 of the last 13 Clipper points. So here we go. Jazz up by 1 as we start the second half. Crawford. You heard their net.
12-0-6. Now they're 1 of 7, 1 of 1 in this third quarter so far from three-point land. It's interesting with Doc. You talk about Doc Rivers and the defense. Last year's team, fourth in opponent points. This year they've dropped to 12th, but other things have gotten better, like defending the three-point line.
Jamal Crawford finding some rhythm here. 5 quick points, and the Clippers up by 4. Crawford rolls it in. Lowered his head. That's 9 for Jamal Crawford. And his 14th year out of Michigan. Marvin Williams on a dribble drive. Ball deflected off to Paul. Crawford on a lob. Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my.
Not only does he get the dunk, he turns it around and makes it a reverse.
And a steal. Crawford, Paul, front court. 3-on-2. Crawford high off the glass. Tanner with the rebound. Lost it baseline. Crawford 3.
Can't bring the ball down. As soon as you bring the ball down, those guards, point guards, Chris Paul loves it. He gets the steal. You make one mistake, and the Clippers make you pay once again.
The 2-game losing streak ends for LA. They'll jump to 21-11, and the Jazz fall to 9-24.
Here's Tucker accelerating past Paul. Barreling in. Can't get it to go. The follow, no. Plumlee corrals it. He resets. Outside, Bledsoe for 3. In and out.
Good hustle, though, off the offensive glass.
Crawford, the pull-up. The long-time reserve former sixth man now starting.
Dudley on the floor, only 3 points. He has really been struggling all year. Crawford from 3. Jamal Crawford was 1 for 7 prior to that one.
It's always, the star is going to step up. Gordon has been going well. Green off the bench, so Bledsoe's going to catch fire.
9-0 scoring run. Jamal Crawford goes glass.
You still think, no, I'm looking at the roster. No way. Gerald Green, he hasn't played a lot. Miles Plumlee. And then when you play against this team, you look up and you're down 20. And that's what the Clippers did in this ballgame. They didn't believe the Kool-Aid, and guess what? They're seeing it now.
A lot of teams are getting that effect from the Suns as Crawford hits the 3. By the way, Blake Griffin with 4 fouls now. The Phoenix Suns go to 19-11. They won 5 of 6, 10 of their last 12, 8 and 7, back over 500 on the road.
What do you think Gerald was thinking on that switch, though?
Hey,
I'm going to get it back here.
I'm going to get a shot.
Crawford gets a shot away. Here's Paul. Crawford in the corner. Dudley tries 3 again. Dudley's increased his three-point percentage about 3% each year. He's kind of behind that race right now at 34%. Here's Crawford. He's a 3-point shooter, and he proves it right there.
Jamal Crawford. The gal averages 20 and 10 in the last 10 games against the Clippers. And Jamal Crawford with the basket on the wing. Crawford feeds ahead. Chris Paul at the elbow. Chris Paul, 25 double-doubles coming into this game. Here's Henderson out front. No. He had Griffin right in his grill. Crawford. Paul, deep three. Got it. Chris Paul, an outstanding three-point shooter. He's got 37 on the year. Griffin with the fake. Nice recovery by Zeller to force the pass to the wing. 10 on the shot clock now for Crawford. On the run, off the glass and in. Jamal Crawford.
And Walker now joins double-figure scoring. 3 of 5.
Here's Crawford inside. Crawford, who normally comes off the bench, but with the injury to J.J. Redick, he's got to start. Here comes the shot by Griffin at the buzzer. 3. 102-83. And the Clippers will get win number 22. The Bobcats, unfortunately, will find themselves with loss number 4 in a row.
They've dominated the Clippers in this building. Well, the Clippers have won the season series the last 2 years. Crawford deep in the hole, out and back in again. Bingo on the bounce. Jordan able to collect it. Back to Crawford. Down low to DJ. Laying up and in off the glass.
I like that they're going to him.
He has 11.
And I like that DJ's like getting his body near the hoop and asking for the ball.
And Paul working in the backcourt with Collison. Good move to the goal by Crawford.
And the thing is, Sean Marion can't guard both of them. So he can't guard Chris Paul and Jamal Crawford. In that case, he was guarding Chris Paul. Crawford goes to work.
Where Crawford thinking about shooting with no Marion on him. Blake will try again and knock it down.
Would he have done that a couple of years ago?
You know, that last one was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, would he have done that following an air ball? Would he have shot it so quickly?
Crawford answered. 82-82. Just over a minute to go in the third. Clippers will finish the game without Chris Paul. Strained right shoulder.
Yay, there's the one.
No cheering at the press table, Mike Smith.
Ralph,
Sorry.
There's the one. Crawford so needed to see one go through.
Crawford in the paint. Not so quick, Ralphie boy. Don't give up on the Clippers. 105-101. Dallas by 4. 6.5 minutes to go. Collison.
Nothing happening.
10 on the shot clock. And here's their bailout specialist. Crawford ties the game.
On a night when he had not had anything look like it was going to go in without difficulty, Crawford makes his 6th basket.
Clippers finish on a 9-0 run in the final 154 of this basketball game and claim a very impressive victory.
You know, going back to your thought, will the Spurs finish with the best regular season record? They could. I don't know that it'll be that important to Popovich. He's always more about how well are we playing at the end and how rested are my guys. I want to peak come playoff time. When I first came in contact with Popovich, I'm with the Golden State Warriors in a summer program trying to make their squad. One of like 3 guys trying to make that team. Pop is coaching the summer league team, so that's about 1992 or 3. They've been less than brilliant lately, well, speaking of the Spurs. More up and down than anything. I think it really started after they lost to the Clippers. As Crawford hits in that ball game in L.A.
Blake Griffin goes to left hand. He has 12 points in the game. The ageless one. Tim Duncan, he's been around about a week short of forever.
When you get to that age, does it matter?
Apparently not with him.
Still feels the same.
Dudley, do right. Finally.
Yeah, a couple of good possessions by the Clippers. Doc Rivers be happy with the pick and roll, be happy with that quick attack. When you're playing with a new point guard, it's as much about spacing as it is anything. That's 3 good possessions in a row for the Clippers.
Crawford.
10 in a row. That doesn't produce a timeout yet from Popovich. Usually it might.
Green looks inside. Here's Splitter.
Ball's tipped free. Clippers did not see it.
On the floor, fighting for it.
Great effort.
Saved beautifully by Barnes to Crawford.
Great effort by Matt Barnes. Little football in his background.
Market throws it away. Clippers have numbers. Crawford all the way to the goal. Lay it in.
It's a 20-point ball game. Griffin to Crawford. Willie, got it. Willie Green knocks down a jump shot, 81-60. Crawford leans and scores.
That part is true, but never been a score.
And 18 points for the Spurs in the third after 70 in the first half. Holland slams and gets fouled. Good job by Ryan finishing that one with authority. Ginobili for three. Rebound, Blake Griffin, 4 seconds to go. Bingo! Crawford for three at the buzzer.
Are you ready, partner?
How about that? It's an 18-point basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. So Crawford knocks down the three ball to make it an 18-point ball game. Ringo to beat the buzzer, and the Los Angeles Clippers now, they have some hope. Who would have thought?
Get it to the hot hand. Why not?
When he gets hot, he is just otherworldly. 116-92 as Popovich and Rivers meet at midcourt. Longtime friends. Pop's been a great mentor to Doc.
So the Clippers coming off a 116-92 loss. So these two clubs played the combatants in last year's NBA Finals in their last outing in the NBA. Blake Griffin, that's about his favorite spot on the floor to knock down a mid-range jumper, that left side of the lane. Vucevic matched up against Griffin. Jamal Crawford, that's good for three.
You know, he can do that. I'm really impressed with the execution of the Clippers here early.
Antoine Jamison has checked in. He guards Glenn Davis. Swatted away by Jordan. One of the top shot blockers in the NBA. Crawford inside to DeAndre Jordan.
Well, we might see a lot of that. And man leads the NBA in dunks.
Another big defensive play for the Clippers. Allison for two.
Well, starting with their defense, Baby made a nice move to get away from Jamison, but Jordan right there to protect the rim.
Glenn Davis. Magic 1 for 12 to start the game. And there goes DeAndre Jordan with a tomahawk jam on Glenn Big Baby Davis. A follow goes right at the shot blocker and leads it in for the Magic's second field goal of the night. Antoine Jamison. Jamison has struggled mightily shooting the basketball this year. That one was pure. Really green. Another three for the Clippers. Vucevic in a crowd. Jordan got a piece of it again. Allison back to Crawford. Second three for Jamal Crawford, and the Clippers have knocked down another. That's 7 threes in the game for the LA Clippers. Here comes Jamal Crawford. Allison again on the drive and again scores. Nice move around Victor Oladipo.
7 assists for the Magic. They've only scored 12 buckets, but they're working for those.
Yeah, 7 assists on 12.
Pretty good number, I guess.
Crawford, first points of the second half. Look at this. Allison with the steal. And the lob for Jamal Crawford. 10 points for Crawford now. They haven't made the Clippers too uncomfortable yet, but they did prompt Doc Rivers to get his starters back in the game. That's a 2 for Blake Griffin. Eric Collison, who has 21 tonight. Crawford for three. He's got 3 threes tonight. Clippers has made 10 threes in the game. Good bounce back game for Doc Rivers' LA Clippers after they got blown out in San Antonio. They defeat the Magic tonight by 20, 101-81, and they break a 5-game losing streak in this building.
On the other side, Darren Collison and Jamal Crawford, the backup backcourt that has played so well for Doc Rivers, Jared Dudley, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan along the front line. Griffin drills that shot. He's going to be a really big-time player if he makes that with consistency. Avery pulls up for the jump shot, short. Crawford the other way. Leaves it for Dudley. Knocks down a three. Crawford looking for something. Gets into the paint. Kicks it out to Sullinger. He'll take a three. No. Long rebound tracked down by Crawford. Gets it up the sidelines to Griffin.
They ruled that shot that Sully made last night at 2 out of 3, Mike. So Sully still got a bad stretch going.
Jamal Crawford knocks down a jumper. Kelly Olynyk is going to check into the game next whistle. 16-point Clipper lead. Crawford, who's always in a semi-heat check mode. Crawford passes up the shot. Dudley will not. Good shot. One of the best halves of the year for Jared Dudley. He's got 16 on 6 of 9 shooting, 4 of 5 from deep. Dudley had the hot hand, gives it up to Collison. Down to 4 on the shot clock. They get it to Crawford, their shooter, and he responds.
That's too bad because that was a really good defensive possession. But again, that's what Jamal Crawford does.
Griffin. Whoa.
Wow, that's just a spectacular play, but it's also a borderline taunt.
Crawford going to the basket. He gets 2. Bayless open. Misses a 3. Rebound to Green.
Big shot.
Crawford takes it to the basket, has a chance for a 3-point play.
That's good defense by Jared before Griffin got the ball. Now he's got him out away from the rim.
Willie Green will make that shot on you. Jamison, the 5th member of the Clippers out there, is Crawford.
Launches.
He's the best fourth-quarter scorer in the league.
You made the point about DeAndre Jordan. You're a little worried about him with the free throw shooting.
There's Crawford again. Had 11 against the Celtics in the fourth quarter in the game in Boston.
Well, the strategy's still effective. You got Jordan on the bench.
Yeah.
You don't have him here in this offensive possession. Doc will try and get him back in if he has a
Crawford, a wide open look. And the Clippers beat the Celtics by 6, 111 to 105.
The Clippers and Lakers square off for the second time this season. The Lakers won opening night. Clippers looking to get even tonight.
And a turnover again by the Lakers. Clippers with a 5-point lead. Here's Crawford, and Crawford with a 3. Doc telling us before the game, now that Redick is back, he can get Crawford coming off the bench, and that gives him some scoring punch from their reserve. Nick Young, instant offense off the bench for the Lakers, but can't find it there. The battle for it underneath, and the little guy, Collison, comes out of there with it. Ahead to Crawford. He gives it up to Griffin, who posterizes payment.
Now, I want to tell you, he was up there. He was up high.
They're 2-1 since Paul's latest injury, the shoulder separation suffered a week ago, which will cost him 6 weeks. Paul also missed the game in November with a hamstring injury. Collison's been pretty good as a replacement. He was with Paul in New Orleans and had to play some back in his rookie year at the point and start when Paul was out with a knee injury. Made the all-rookie team. Here's Collison from the corner, a 3, and it's good.
Like you say, what's wrong with the Lakers? Is it all injuries? No.
Crawford off the screen, able to switch it through.
Now look, that's got to change at halftime.
Ryan Kelly, second-round pick out of Duke, misses, and the Clippers looking to run again. Crawford directing traffic, fires to Barnes, and Barnes puts it in.
Now that was beautiful.
Crawford with 1 to shoot, lets it fly, and buries it. How often have we seen the circus shot, time running down on the 24-second clock, and the 33-year-old Jamal Crawford buries it. Final score 123 to 87. The Clippers throttle the Lakers.
Crawford, nice looking crossover dribble. Used it to get in rhythm to miss the shot. There's an offensive rebound by Matt Barnes. Jared Dudley drills a 3 for the Clippers, and they take a 1-point lead. With that, the Mavs take the 1-point edge. A lot of threes falling tonight. Oh, there's a spinning shot by Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
Spinorama by Barnes goes in. Brandon Wright, offensive rebound, and the second chance points keep piling up for the Mavs.
Good job that time by Wright. So smooth inside.
Ellis Gamble went for the steal. Crawford able to drive and score.
Monte missed his little free throw line jump shot. But this Clipper team, Mark, just have a lot of guys that can get buckets.
And they can get offensive rebounds. DeAndre Jordan off the miss by Matt Barnes. Crawford at 3.
Well, shooters never stop shooting the basketball, struggles or not.
2 free throws for Dirk make this a 15-0 Dallas run. Barnes in the lane scores, and Carter took a shot in the chops from Barnes. Marion tried to get the hand in the face against Jared Dudley, but Dudley hits the jump shot. Calderon finds Vince Carter. A rim out 3 on a night when the Mavs have made 12 threes. Ooh, nearly stolen by Calderon. Then it was nearly stolen again by Dallas. Crawford in the corner. 3-pointer. And then Carter and Griffin were locked up and separated. And a timeout's called by the Mavs with 3:59 to play. 123-111 is the lead. Collison ducks into the lane. No! And D'Alembert trying to get there for what would be his first defensive rebound to go with 7 offensive boards. Redick, Crawford, extra pass, corner 3, Collison. And then, now you've got D'Alembert and Blake Griffin having to be separated. And you've got Crawford driving, and he scores. So 6 down the floor, and now a 12-2 run, and all of a sudden, it's going to be a very, very anxious final 3 minutes. Goes into Crawford, guarded by Calderon, D'Alembert, Crowder, Marion, Ellis, the rest of the lineup. Redick squares up, and made a 3! Timeout Dallas with 34 seconds to go! Their lead is only 1. Now Collison, as the Clippers have moved into the front court. They are out of timeouts. The Mavs have 1 remaining. It goes into Crawford. A basket would put the Clippers unthinkably back in the lead. And it's Crawford who's driving. And he forces up a shot and was fouled. Crawford's second. The Clippers on a 22-4 run. They've done it in less than 5 minutes. It's a 2-point game. Blair to throw in. Baseball pass. Oh, good, right to Jordan. A devastating loss.
Little earlier start here at Madison Square Garden as the crowd continues to file in for another sellout. Their chance to see that man for the one visit for the Clippers as they start this long 7-game, 12-day road trip. Crawford pulls back for 3 and knocks down the 3-pointer. 4.4 remaining.
I don't think Matt Barnes is going to challenge DeAndre Jordan for another rebound on the other end because he took one in the chops.
Bad pass from Shumpert. Redick has it. Crawford, alley-oop to Griffin, and he throws it down. You can see that one coming as the Clippers go up by 4, their largest lead. Murray. Tyler trying to tip it. Collison comes up with it. Crawford floats it up, and Griffin throws it down, and a foul. Beautiful pass from Crawford, and the Clippers have scored 10 straight for their largest lead of the night. Felton shot blocked.
Well, there were some makeable shots that they missed, but...
Oh, what a pass from just inside the half-court line. J.R. Smith will try again. And Jordan skies for the rebound. Jordan now with 11 boards. Turkoglu. Turkoglu tries a shot. How about that? Turkoglu's first shot attempt is good. First game of the season. Crawford. And again, the 4th quarter score, and that's the largest lead of the night. Jamal Crawford knocks it down, and the Knicks hearing boos. Felton lobs it up to Chandler, but threw it in a bad spot.
And also, DeAndre Jordan did a great job retreating.
And Crawford knocks down the 3. There's Mr. 4th quarter. He's already got 5 points. Crawford steps back to high. Arcing shot. And splashes through the net. Crawford now with 23 points in 23 minutes. Crawford floats it in again.
Mike, I've always thought with Jamal Crawford, you have to trap him.
The Clippers are going to improve to 28-13 overall. Again, the 6th best record in the league, and they'll get to 500 on the road at 10-10. Crawford, the exclamation point, and there's the buzzer. The final score, the Clippers 109 and the Knicks 95.
Collison is back in with Turkoglu, Crawford, Jordan, and Matt Barnes. That's the Clipper lineup. Monday they're in Detroit, Wednesday at Charlotte, Friday at Chicago. Crawford turns the corner, and the shot is good.
Rest my case. I just said to the truck, keep an eye on Lance and Jamal Crawford.
Now Crawford goes inside and scores. He is very capable
yeah.
of taking over a game.
He was one of the keys that you want anybody but Crawford and Blake Griffin.
And it's 41-25 Pacers. Here's Crawford.
Well, he got a screen set for him that time as Lance Stevenson was still trying to guard him.
Granger underneath, and Jordan got it. Danny wanted a foul. 16-point Pacers lead. They trailed early by 7. Crawford, the basket and a foul. And Jamal Crawford has a 9-point quarter working.
Partner, that's why I talked about him, because he can get it going offensively. He'll pull up. When he goes between his legs, he's pulling up. That's the way he plays.
And they have cut a 20-point lead in half.
And he can just freeze you, which he did right there, which means in the center position they got Blake Griffin because they know that Mahibi's not going to be an offensive problem for them.
98-76, Pacers by 22. Stevenson has 22. And Paul George with 36 tonight as Crawford hits another 3. 20 off the bench for Jamal Crawford. As Turkoglu gets to the basket, and Ito Turkoglu just signed by the Clippers this week in his 14th year. The Indiana Pacers, a league best 32-7, now 21-1 at home.
Now DeAndre's feeling has been that he would like to compete in the contest, but if he's in the game, the big game.
And I like that because it serves as motivation for him.
Holland, dribble hand off to Crawford. Slam dunk with the right hand by Griffin. He has 10.
Doc said, like that's the way that play's supposed to go.
Crawford for 3. Bingo.
His shot looks good. Like both jumpers, perfect trajectory, falling straight down through the middle of the hoop.
Shooters all over the court.
Let's hope they do it.
Crawford will do it. Bingo.
I don't know why Kyle Singler would have his hands down when Crawford has made everything he's looked at so far. He almost dared him to shoot that one.
The singular presence and preaching and presence of Dr. Martin Luther King that took the fear out of white people and the antagonism between whites and blacks and allowed us all to work together and grow together and made this a better place today because of his presence. And all of us, black, white, whatever, benefit so greatly from his contribution. Crawford gets it blocked. Gets it back. Puts it in. Crawford with 14. Crawford. See, he is not going to test that rim theory at all. Charlotte playing today. They've lost Kemba Walker to an ankle sprain, I understand. As Dudley knocked down a jump shot. Beautiful feed from Crawford to Holland.
I guess I got to count that one too.
Absolutely.
15 dunks.
20-point lead.
Yeah, the can part is, it's possible, but I still think that game in Toronto is going to be their toughest match of the remaining games.
Crawford doing his thing.
I don't think he sees the rim. He's looking up there at white strings.
He has 21. Crawford for 3. Bingo, thank you very much.
Okay, finally.
24 for Crawford. So 0.2 of a second to go. And the Clippers have mission accomplished here. Scoring a 112-103 victory against the Pistons for Pass Auburn Hills. Crawford was on fire.
Yes, he was.
Here's Griffin.
Against the rookie, they come at him, so somebody will be open.
Collison for 3. Bingo! He made the layup, and all of a sudden, the basket gets big, and the Clippers lead 19-18. Crawford for 3. Bingo!
That's a little more like it.
Ties the game at 24. Long 3 ball. Bingo! Crawford. Henderson to the baseline. A dazzling move by Jamal Crawford.
I mean, this offense or this second unit is so heavily biased towards Jamal's creativity.
Redick fires the jump shot. That's a 2-pointer. That's good. That breaks a 9-0 scoring run.
Boy, they get 2 good looks for Redick. So Blake comes in. They run 2 sets for jump shots for Redick, not 3 balls.
This guy can get a shot anytime, anywhere, against anyone.
Absolute perfect rhythm jumper by Jamal. And Steve Clifford wants to talk about that.
Myron Mullins gets the call. Redick fakes off a defender and knocks down a jump shot. Douglas Roberts out of Memphis. Hart gets the shot blocked. Here goes Crawford. He'll go to the hole. Nice challenge by Douglas Roberts and a good idea by Dudley. Just keep on running. And he gets the easy ones, the three-point game. And Fargo misses that one. Hollins a rebound. Clippers down by 5. Trying for the third win in Game 4 of this road trip. Crawford. His first field goal in the second half. He is 13 in the game. It's a three-point ball game again. Clippers have the ball. They need a score. Midway through the final period, trailing by 6. Crawford, a long 2 ball. Jamal Crawford. DJ. Crawford on the run. Basket counts and he's fouled.
Boy, he's ever present, isn't he? You're not really trying to manipulate the shot clock here, but I guarantee you Doc Rivers designed something for a quick hitter.
And there it is, and there's the quick hitter himself. Crawford tying this ball game at 89. And that'll do it. Big win. Give the Bobcats credit.
Jimmy Butler guarded by Dudley late in the clock. Now Turkoglu. He's going to have to hoist. And the Clippers have a chance to do something. It doesn't happen to the Bulls often.
40-point quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time that's happened here in Chicago under Tom Thibodeau?
And there it is with Crawford on the draw. A little bit later on, we'll look at John's opinion of who should be starting East and West in the All-Star game. We'll keep America tuned. Crawford able to knock another one down.
Never to hear Tom Thibodeau talk about that. What does he always say? There's enough in this locker room.
Next guy.
If we defend, low turnover and rebound, we can win any game. That's it. That's his. He thinks it's Jamal. 10 of 11 from the three-point line.
Yes. And one for Griffin on the beautiful feed inside by Crawford. And the Clippers forget the three-point shooting for a second. They're shooting 71% in this first half. Griffin the challenge as Butler can't finish.
See, I like that non-call. The league has gone to this. If you go up straight in the air and do make body contact with a player, as long as you don't reach over, that's not a foul. And you see it all the time. It's kind of the Roy Hibbert rule.
Crawford, who almost drew enough contact for yet another 4-point play, knocks down the 3, and it's a 9-0 start to the quarter. Crawford to Jordan, second alley-oop dunk of the night. I love the half-court stuff that the Clippers are running.
That's a heck of a pass right there. That's a heck of a pass.
Assist number 7 for Blake. 7 assists, 10 rebounds, 24 points. The Clippers will move to 30-15. So 667 win percentage here. The Bulls will drop back to 521-21. Clippers go to Toronto tomorrow night, while the Bulls will go to Charlotte.
Matt Barnes will bring it in from right in front of us. Jamal Crawford has come in for the Clippers.
Probably trying to boost their offensive output right now. Give them another shooting threat.
Barnes will fire the 3 ball. Bingo!
In rhythm, Matt Barnes, after making, 3 out of 4 from outside last night.
Crawford to the free throw line. Fire and score. Did hit the rim, though. Have to work on that. 20-12. Raptors by 8. Crawford with 10 on the clock.
I almost feel like, Ralph, with 4 shooters and Blake has to touch the ball.
Nice look from Crawford to Dudley. Johnson to Lowry with 5 on the clock.
Don't foul now.
3 in the clock. Through the hole. The flip in the basket.
This guy puts his head down and says, I'm going to go make something happen.
Just in the nick of time. Bingo! 3 ball by Crawford.
Absolutely forgot about Jamal Crawford.
Rose never becomes a three-point shooter. He's a all-star every year.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, you wouldn't even debate it.
I think he's going to make it this year.
Ross misses.
Somebody on Toronto has to make it. You'd think, the way they're playing.
Crawford for 3. Bingo!
Great play. Not only Crawford's shot, but Blake Griffin driving in, creating 2 defenders to guard him, the kickback.
Griffin faces up on Hayes. Crawford, lob it, make it, bingo. His third of the ball game. Broken up by Crawford. 11 seconds to go. Here comes Barnes to the hole, slam dunk. Clippers lead for the first time, 36-34. Crawford with 4, gets to the hole and somehow flips it in with the right hand.
I don't know how many guys in the league can make that shot.
Patterson down low to Hayes, lose the basketball, taken by Dudley. Judge brings it up cautiously, goes back to Crawford. Nothing cautious about him. He'll get fouled.
And run.
15 in the free throw for Crawford. Patterson gets the foul.
Look at this by Crawford. Look at this. You know what he told me last night when we arrived here in Toronto? I said,
I'm tired.
No, that. I said, do you like this building? He said, Mike, one of the best shooting buildings in the entire league. I look at the hoop, and I see that ball going in. Wayne Casey said, we're better defensively. I said, why? He said, because we've got better defenders now. And he said, the ball doesn't stop, and that's the point we alluded to earlier, as Crawford is still incredibly hot.
Patterson to the baseline. Wild pass taken by Crawford. To Willie Green, who'll finish it off. Again, a nice job by Crawford. Clippers lead by 5. That's their biggest cushion of the ball game. They trailed earlier by 10. That's, of course, stolen by the Clippers. Matt Barnes brings the ball ahead. Drops it off to Jamal Crawford. Running to the rim is Griffin for the stuff.
It felt like he was fouled on that one, too. Blake right to the block.
Wants it against Johnson.
It's his favorite side.
Extra pass, Collison for 3, bingo!
Clipper ball movement started by the hockey assist from Griffin in a hockey arena. I believe they're in a zone.
From the corner, bingo +1! Who else but Jamal Crawford? Who leads the world in that category.
Yes, he does.
Vasquez fires and misses. Rebound taken by Collison. Clippers run out.
Good pass.
Reddick double clutches and scores.
Why not make the extra pass? Jamal Crawford with his 7th dime.
Hayes. Lowry picks it up. Rebound taken by Jordan.
And Griffin is running too, full speed.
The lob, but jam.
Could see it coming. And I'm telling you, he changes ends like nobody his size.
Lowry back on the attack. The runner won't go. Rebound Jordan.
Good
outlet. You got Crawford ahead of him. Back to Blake.
Oh, baby.
Talk about giving it up and getting it back.
Vasquez just wants the side all by himself with Hayes.
Picked up by Griffin to the switch. Shoot it and miss it. Rebound Dudley. Clippers have a 2-for-1 opportunity. Crawford burst of speed to the hole. Scoop it in. Amazing change of pace. Crawford works against Hayes. Shoots over the big power forward. Gets nothing but net.
Everybody from Washington having a great night.
Crawford back to Griffin. Go to the hole. Slam dunk. Explosive move to the rim by Blake Griffin. Clippers back on top by 2. Ross. He'll make plays now.
I mean, he's unconscious, and Doc's just kind of like looking at the bench, looking at his staff.
He has 40.
He's saying, what do I do? He could become the 22nd guy in the league right now.
Bingo! Crawford nails a 3. Oh, what a basketball game. 43 for Ross. We're tied at 100. Willie.
Nice play by Willie Green, who continues to play just solid basketball.
Ross for 3.
How did he get that open? I mean, how did he get that open? You shouldn't be helping on anybody.
He has 46. The lead is 3. And there's an answer. Crawford knocks it down. Clippers about to go to 4-2 in this trip with Milwaukee coming up.
Oh, that was for the franchise record, that free throw. Wow. That would have eclipsed the 51 Vince Carter scores for the Raptors. And they stay in this zone.
Crawford for 3. Bingo.
Well, he's now past Kobe Bryant, right? Number 12 all time. With the threes he made in Toronto, which were aplenty, 5 of them, he caught Kobe for number 12 all time. Caron Butler's been a dream here. Great locker room influence, great veteran presence.
A good guy.
He even scored like 30 points 3 games ago.
He's a couple of 30-point games this year. Crawford has 2. Bingo.
I don't know that Raduljic knew Jamal Crawford, because he certainly didn't step up.
Knight. This handles badly. The steal by Crawford. Dudley to Crawford for 2.
That's a 33-year-old getting up and doing that.
You look at some of like their free agent signings where they brought in O.J. Mayo. This was a team that felt like, you know, we're going to be back in the playoff mix again. They were the 8th seed a year ago.
Traded for Butler. 3-ball bingo. That's Crawford, his 3rd of the ball game. He has 13, continuing his amazing road trip. One conch dribble.
Wow.
He is in some kind of a rhythm.
And he told me not only that he felt good in Toronto, always feels good in Toronto. That was the place. That was the arena where he scored his first 50-point game as a member of the Bulls.
Crawford. Bingo. He is amazing.
Ridiculous. Even looking over at Doc on the bench, and the Doc just like put his head down and was shaking it.
This guy's not.
Nope. And he's, to me, not only emerged as the leading candidate to win another 6-man award, but he solidified that first place candidacy with this road trip. I mean, this has just been a show for Crawford.
Butler misses. Jamal scored 20 or more in 6 of the 7 games. The other game he scored. Slam dunk! The lob and a jam from Crawford to Jordan. Crawford will run the show around the Holland screen. Hollins goes inside, lays it in.
I mean, sometimes when you ask Ryan Hollins to do more than catch the ball and score, it gets a little complicated.
The Clippers come the other way with it.
This is where Crawford turns facilitator.
Turkoglu, Dudley, in and out. Long rebound out to Willie Green to the Clippers. That one's going up, folks. It's going in. Bingo.
I mean, even if Jamal's trying to be facilitator, you give me one that open, I'm going to take that shot. He knocks down his 5th 3.
Crawford just keeps on keeping on.
Who's even close to Crawford as far as a 6-man candidate
right
this
now,
year?
nobody.
I agree.
Bullock. Bingo. No, it's a 2-pointer. Bucks will inbound with 1.4 seconds to go, and the Clippers will have logged their 32nd victory of the year. Their 14th. Nice going, Darren Collison. Solid game for DC. 15.7 assists in 24 minutes, and the Clippers got... you just couldn't do it any better than they did it.
Ariza steps back on Dudley with a tough shot, and he hit it. First basket for Trevor Ariza, 1 of 4. Crawford fires and hits a 3 at the buzzer. The guy is simply uncanny. Jamal Crawford.
Garrett Temple just backing up. Sometimes you have to fake at him, try and disrupt his rhythm. He steps into that. He's able to look above Garrett and see that shot clock. He took all the time he needed just before the buzzer.
Crawford for Dudley into the paint. Booker stayed down on him, 5 to shoot. Willie Green has to go back. Here's a launch by Crawford, and he hit it! Sensational from long range, Jamal Crawford. That guy is just unbelievable.
I mean, he's what, 5 feet from the half court?
That's crazy.
Nothing but the bottom, too.
Crawford off the screen, picked up by Webster. Backs up on Martell for the jumper, good.
Remember, this is when Jamal Crawford is at his utmost best. Leads all NBA players in points in the 4th quarter.
Lead is 4. The Wizards got as close as 1 at 81-80. Redick off the screen. He's starting to lead up. Redick off the screen. He's just been unstoppable. One of those guys, and Crawford will use as much of the clock as he can. Wow. Jumper, good. Jamal Crawford, 110 to 103 is your final as the Wizards fall for the 6th straight time here against the Clippers.
Well, 2 of 10, 2 of 8 now from downtown for the Jazz. But again, I know Trey made that shot, but they got to start working the ball inside to get some inside presence tonight.
Crawford, tough shot, rolls inside and drops in 2. Crawford's on the board, and the first points off the Clipper bench. Alec Burks just checked in. 26 points last night. In January, nearly 16 a game, 47% shooting.
And
Crawford scores. Jazz working their way back with paint points. It's a 12-6 advantage by the Clippers. There's a high floater off the rim. Griffin hands it back off. Baseline. Crawford behind the back. Griffin up and in. Counted and one.
Crawford making a nice baseline move with the pass, and then Griffin kind of just figures it out, much like Alec Burks did last night on his special move. Watch Griffin. You just get in the air, take the foul, and then figure it out when you're at the rim.
Now, there were two great moves on that play. I mean, Crawford, two-hand over the shoulder. Griffin, the big fella, catches, puts it in. Final minute of the first quarter. Burke up against Willie Green. Burke forces up a shot. Turkoglu the rebound. Crawford front court. Stops and pops.
And Alec got screened by Blake right in the chin. He took a shot.
Crawford takes a handoff. Down low. Blake Griffin gets a little separation from Tanner and throws down his 12th point of the half. Out front, RJ. Kicks it out to Trey on a dribble drive. Ball was poked away from behind by Collison. Griffin playing catch and a finger roll for two for Crawford.
The point guard that handles the ball 90% of the time, is it that big of a deal now? You know, you see where CP3 goes out, you see where Westbrook goes out. Those guys handle the ball 95% of the time, but their teams actually, the numbers say they're doing better without them.
I like the game.
Do I believe in that?
Well, no. I think, again, it's an interesting point. Oh, my. There's an oh, my moment. Wow. And that could be a breaking point of this game with 3 minutes left.
Because now you get the crowd involved.
First time tonight. Crawford and one. Crawford, nice dump down to Jordan. Finds space and the hammer down. Now that's got to heat up Gobert a little bit.
Welcome to the NBA by the #1 dunker in the NBA.
Burks, 1 of 6 in the first half, Matt. This is you have to take a shot, and he misses the free throw. Just 4 points in this game after throwing down 26 against the Warriors last night.
Not his type of game. You know, last night against the Warriors, he had the ball in his hands a lot. He just hasn't had the ball in his hands quite as often as he did last night. And that's going to happen as you go through the games and, you know, different guys start rolling.
There's been usually one quarter that a game slips away. Last night it was the fourth, 29-19. Tonight, it was the third quarter in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's probably true if you look at a lot of teams. And obviously the winning teams, the teams that are tops in their conferences, don't have those types of quarters.
Crawford up and over Marvin Williams.
This is what he brings. He brings that sixth man to this team where he can get his own shot. He don't have to run a play. You give the ball to Jamal Crawford, he can dance a little bit and create his own shot.
Collison with 11. Hands it to Griffin. No look. Crawford deep. Wow.
He's unbelievable. I mean, when the Clippers need a big bucket, they go to Crawford. He's now has 9 consecutive games with 19-plus points off the bench, which is #1 in the NBA. And Trey, 2 of 11. So between the 1 and 2, the guards, not a great night shooting the basketball.
Canner wanted a foul on over the back, but instead Jordan poked it away out to Crawford. Now he lobs it up and in.
That's just ridiculous.
And the final seconds tick away, and the Clippers pull away. It was tied at 42 at the half, and they win this game 102-87.
Ty Lawson. Knocked away by Collison. Has really been active defensively. Oh, he almost traveled. Good job by Hollins once again. Crawford brings it up. 2 for 1, Ralph. Gotta get it off soon. Hollins a jump shot. How often do we see that?
Not very often, but I watched Jamal Crawford come up the sideline. He said, Doc, do you want 2 for 1? And he said, yes.
That was 6 seconds to go. Here comes Crawford. There goes Crawford. The scoop off the glass. He kissed it in. Clippers by 4. 0.2 of a second to go, and that'll do it for the first period of play.
Robinson not on the bench tonight, but I am told he did show up here this morning and brag to his teammates. So not sure he can jump up and down right now with that knee, but no doubt that he and Crawford had fun celebrating that victory last night.
Crawford just celebrated again, Christina. Throwing out about a 30-foot 3 ball, the Clippers' first 3 of the game.
The Nuggets were arguably the best team in the Western Conference last year, the second half of the season.
Franchise record, 57 wins.
Only team better during that stretch is Miami, and Miami was on that just crazy, ridiculous run, just like that crazy, ridiculous dunk.
Miller.
Nice play.
Making his presence felt quickly.
A couple guys from Baylor making their impact felt. He along with Perry Jones over in Oklahoma City.
7-point game. Little lob tossed up and in by Crawford.
He looks more like George Gervin tonight than
You're absolutely right.
that little flip at the end of the first quarter, that floater.
Crawford picks up another one.
Gervin again. And I'm telling you, folks, during this run of 10 games, he's been over 20 like 8 of the 10 games.
Griffin has it.
Somebody better shoot.
Bingo! Big three-ball by Dudley. Willie forced way out in the court with 5 on the clock. Crawford will let this one fly. He gets fouled. Basket plus one. Crawford does his magic. Barnes, hard to the basket, lays it up, lays it in.
Pretty good decision by Matt Barnes, who's really been struggling with this long ball.
Chandler for 3. Rebound comes off to the Clippers. The Reed kept it alive. The Clippers got it. Here's Griffin.
Great pass by Crawford. But the Clippers keep celebrating every time they get a lead. There's a lot of game left.
Chandler gets the ball in. Kicks it out in the court.
They're taking a lot of time.
Down to 2 seconds. A wild three for the win. Bingo. Unbelievable. Randy Foye for the win on a wing and a prayer.
Welcome to Los Angeles and the Staples Center. Another Clippers sellout. Couple of reasons. Clippers one of the best in the NBA, and the Miami Heat is in town. Second game of our NBA doubleheader coming up next. Chalmers, nice feed inside to Bosch. Boy, we have seen some beautiful passing from the Miami Heat. They're 5 for 5, all 5 field goals with an assist. Barnes connects on a 3. Wade to James. A thunderous dunk, and the crowd fired up. There's a lot of Heat jerseys here. Crawford from way downtown. Good back and forth to start this one as the Heat lead by 1. Bosch, a three-pointer. Bosch rattles it in. Oh my goodness, what shooting, 14 of 17. Crawford comes right back. Inside to Jordan, and a foul. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And Jordan, a backward slam and a chance for a three-point play. Crawford for 3. 8 points for Crawford in a starting role tonight without J.J. Redick. So that great pace has kind of come to a crashing halt right now. Crawford again. Back to back threes for Jamal Crawford. Wade makes his move, lost the ball, got it back. Battier lines up another. That misses. Crawford lobs to Griffin. Oh, what a catch and finish. He was in an awkward spot and made it look easy. Jump shot from Griffin. Much improved with his mid-range.
Absolutely. Their hands are active, making passes difficult. But the Clippers are their starting unit. They're a talented offensive unit.
Plenty of time to get off a quality shot. James guarding Crawford. Crawford launches a high arcer. Oh, he knocks it down! A rainbow three-pointer with 0.3 of a second remaining. What a finish to an entertaining first half. Even Crawford has to smile.
And he may have gotten away with a carry as well, but this guy is one of the best bad shot makers.
Don't you dare spoil it with a carry. Crawford plays catch with Griffin. Crawford launches another high three and puts it in again. 5 of 8 from downtown and 21 points for Jamal Crawford. Crawford to Griffin and throws it down. Flying in from the foul line. And it's back to a 10-point game. Oh, that's a difficult shot. James mistimed his jump off the funky bounce. Crawford pulls back, fires, gets hit, counted and 1. A chance for a three-point play is Jamal Crawford once again. Wade with a hand in his face, can't get it to go. Jordan rips down his 16th rebound of the game. Crawford alley-oop. Oh, Griffin throws it down. Timeout Miami. Crawford on the pull-up. Pucks it in. 2-point game. Timeout Miami. Griffin out to Vujicic. Back to Griffin. Griffin puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound deflected. Picked up by Collison. And that'll do it. The Heat with an impressive road win tonight to start their West Coast trip. And despite a marvelous performance from Griffin, they come up short.
Cross up top. Patterson sets a screen. Terrence now driving. Deep in the corner. The three-pointer by Amir Johnson doesn't go. And here's Griffin once again, slowed by the presence of DeRozan. In the corner, left all alone. Matt Barnes, a three. And it's good. 6-point advantage for the Clippers. 35-33 here on BMO Raptors basketball. Clippers with a 2-point lead that now grows to 4. Dudley knocks it down. Dudley with 5 points off of the bench. Novak, Dudley trying to cover him, puts it on the deck. Jumper doesn't go. Knocked up around the glass and taken down by Dudley. And Crawford makes the bucket.
How many times does this guy do that?
Fouled.
He makes some of the most unorthodox plays, shots after contact. I mean, you can always count on him potentially threatening to get a 4-point play.
Jordan gives it to Crawford. Crawford with a 2-pointer, good. Crawford with 10 points.
Sensational shot creator.
DeRozan over to Lowry. Lowry the three. Got it.
Nice setup that time by DeMar DeRozan. He gets the ball to Lowry.
Three for the Clippers. Jamal Crawford. In the lane driving. Shot doesn't go. Tapped up by Crawford and back up and through. Crawford has been tough. He's got 15. Jordan with the block. Griffin with the save. Crawford in the corner. Matt Barnes a three. 82-60, 7:03 to go. Here in the third, and a timeout taken by Dwayne Casey. Both are missed, and then Barnes gets the free throw.
Come on.
Green, the three in the corner.
Rebounding has just killed this team the last few games.
He has 7 in the quarter, does DeMar DeRozan. He's got 32 on the night. Career high 40 against Dallas. There's Griffin, squares up, drills it 17 feet away. And the Raptors, unfortunately, come up on the short end of it as they trail by 22. And they lost by 13.
For the Clippers, Matt Barnes, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan up front. Jamal Crawford for an injured J.J. Redick, and Chris Paul back after an 18-game absence. Already a turnover. Sixers lead the NBA in that category, averaging 17.5.
That's what you don't want to do against the Clippers, because they block shots and get steals to start their vicious fast break.
Crawford, who can get buckets, buries the three. And he normally comes off the bench, but J.J. Redick missed a good part of the season with various injuries.
And you have to gang rebound if you're the Sixers tonight. Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, two of the better rebounding front court players in the NBA.
Crawford drills the three. Not a good start to this 3-game trip for the Sixers, as Griffin is fouled by Turner. You can count it. And it's a Clipper blitz after the opening tip-off. Thaddeus Young with a miss. He's the only Sixer to score thus far. Crawford for three. You talk about opening the game with a blitz. This is something else.
The way the Clippers play pick and roll defense is they sit soft with DeAndre Jordan, letting him challenge shots at the rim. Wow. Little double pump dunk right there from Blake Griffin.
And number 8 for the Clippers is the 35-year-old Hedo Turkoglu.
Yeah, a little bit older than he was when he was in his heyday, but he's still able to run the ball, run the pick and roll, shoot the ball, and make great passes.
Yeah, he could run the pick and roll as Griffin hit the deck on that play and is slow to get up. Carter Williams gave it up. Crawford fouled by James Anderson. We'll get one more at the line.
Can't leave your guys alone on an island, ISO'd like that.
Crawford for Barnes. 2 minutes to play here in the third.
It's too easy against the press.
This will be the worst loss of the season for the Sixers. Previously, it was 37 points at Milwaukee. They lose this one by 45 tonight to the Clippers.
Here's CJ again. This one long, rebound taken in the middle by Crawford. Lakers have a chance at Crawford and lays it up and beat Batum to the ring. And now Terry Stotts wants timeout. And there's another guy who can shoot. Jamal Crawford. Hito Turkoglu in there now for the Clippers. Here's Myers-Leonard, top of the key, and that one around and out. But they don't mind Myers taking that shot.
No. As long as he gets back on defense and blocks the middle up.
Tough shot by Crawford there. Got C.J. McCollum.
Jamal Crawford doesn't give it up in this situation.
Crawford down the right side, high, into the air and hit it. Lopez ends up on his back. Willard crossover, lost it. Picked up by Crawford. Takes it on Aldridge and lays it in. Well, Marcus went behind, tried to block the shot. And a timeout called by Terry Stotts. Crawford over Aldridge, hits that. Matthews, Lillard, a three, short, might have been tipped. Rebound Griffin, here come the Clips.
Steps.
Chris Paul, the grip to Crawford, and he scores. Chris Paul traveled, got away with it.
Boy, he sure did. He ran without dribbling.
Clippers square the season series 1-1. With this win tonight, Trailblazers had a 7-point lead here in the second half. 40 lead changes in this game, a new NBA record.
Goebel to toss up at midcourt. Duncan jumping and controlling the tap against DeAndre Jordan. DJ not real happy with the toss. Blake will fire again.
The other thing that Greg Popovich said, when I asked him, what do you think of Blake's improved play? He said he's a very confident player.
Griffin, only one of 4 players over the last 28 years who averages 20 and 10 against San Antonio, and that is quite the feat, Ralph.
It is indeed, because the rest of the guys are all like pretty good players. Oh, Duncan didn't get up to the top floor on that one.
The rest of the guys are all known by one name.
Into the corner, Crawford, bingo!
That's the way you turn a defensive gem into 3 points in your favor.
This ball across the blue timeline here at Staples Center on the Clipper home court. Crawford rises and scores.
That looked a little bit more like what Crawford's been doing lately, and Pop senses it, like he immediately took a timeout.
Duncan ball fake to the hoop, Griffin the rebound.
Better box out that time.
Look at him bring that ball out of the back door.
Look who's open.
Crawford for three. Bingo!
And it's the kind of shot you make. I got to give a lot of credit to Doc Rivers, because not only did he notice and foresee that Blake could be that kind of playmaker, but he lets him do it.
Ball just zipping around the court.
It is totally the Spurs rhythm in the Spurs game so far. They've got to find a way to take him out of it.
Crawford leans and scores.
And find their own offensive rhythm.
Final minute.
And what amount of energy did you just exert to catch him?
Crawford. A two-pointer by Jamal Crawford. Oh, that a very costly exchange, because Duncan makes him pay for the two-pointer. They lead by 9. Crawford for 3, needing it. Bingo!
Good penetration by Chris Paul.
Crawford tried to get it to Griffin, couldn't do so. Left-handed flip, banks it in somehow. Diaz. And he's such a valuable, unnoticed piece of their puzzle. Crawford will get fouled. Flip it in. The basket will count. 25 for Crawford, but the Clippers down by 11. And the Clippers lose for only the 5th time all season at home, as Doc Rivers and Greg Popovich meet at midcourt. Exchange congratulations. They would love to see each other in the playoffs.
Here's the way the Clippers will open this road trip. The Matt Barnes and Blake Griffin at forwards. DeAndre Jordan is the center. Jamal Crawford in the backcourt along with Chris Paul. Crawford for 3. Lob. Bingo.
Clippers must shoot the ball well from deep in this ball game.
Clippers by 3. 4.5 minutes to go. We're in the first period of play in Memphis. Game 1 of a 3-game trip for the Clippers. And not easy, right, Ralph?
Absolutely not. Although Griffin making everything look easy. He has 10 points and made 5 of the first 7 shots. If Crawford has the ball, you do have an advantage.
And he's got to shoot well against these guys. Only 9 of 25 field goals in the 2 games against them.
Griffin against Johnson. Crawford, the floater. Not an easy shot. Allen rebound. Ahead to Johnson. Drops it to Clanley. Taken away by Dudley. Got Crawford out front all by himself. Crawford gets the easy goal. Miller for 3. Off the back iron. Barnes goes to get it for the Los Angeles Clippers. Griffin to the bench with 3 fouls. Beautiful lead pass from Paul to Crawford.
Chris Paul has 8 first-half assists.
5-point lead. Crawford on the run. 3 ball. Rebound. Tapped deftly by Paul, who gets it back. Crawford for 3. Bingo!
And you had rebounders down there. So Blake and DJ ran down the floor. Thus that shot is a good shot. You had guys in position in case he missed.
Into the corner, 3-ball Barnes. Bingo!
Clippers have made 3 of them this quarter.
Dudley back to CP3.
Good play there.
Dudley for 2. Griffin gets the rebound. Paul for 3. Bingo! How welcome is that for CP3? His first since coming back from the shoulder injury.
Big-time offensive rebound by Blake Griffin to give them the extra possession.
Johnson. Griffin the rebound. Outlet to Paul. Time's a wasted. 8.5 to go. Crawford drives for 3. Bingo!
And that guy, James Johnson, almost got his 17th block.
Memphis Grizzlies won it. They earned it. They deserve it.
Your Taco Bell starting lineups include Chris Paul. And Lisa's going to tell you about that in a second. That was a game-time decision, truly. Jamal Crawford, Matt Barnes, Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Ibaka gallops to the basket, challenges Griffin. Missed the dunk. Rebound by DeAndre Jordan. We say that a lot. He's leading the league in rebounds. We say that a lot. Dunked by Jordan. He's leading the league in dunks. Crawford. Off the window. Jamal Crawford, and a technical foul has been called. Crawford called for the tee.
Well, he wanted a foul. He honestly got inside and made a very difficult angled shot, but he thought he was hit on the release. Mike, that's their 7th turnover. Doc does not like the movement that they have. Now, he does not want the hand checking on Crawford.
You made a really good point. We were talking about that before the game as Collison misses inside and Crawford able to get one back. He's starting because of the back injury to J.J. Redick, but he was such, and has been 6th man of the year, such a good second unit player. Jordan inside, DeAndre off the bench, helps stop the interior struggles for the Clippers. Crawford watched by Lamb. A lot of eyes on Lamb as Crawford knocks down that shot. Will Lamb become that other player, that other scorer to go with Durant and Westbrook? Lamb guarded by Dudley. And he'll shoot the 3. Collison contest, rebound Jordan for the Clippers.
See, they're doing a better job defensively and holding him to 1 shot.
That's big for Dudley. You want to see him come back. This is a nice run as the Clippers take the lead. 11-0 run comes to an end. It's now 10 in the quarter here for Jamal Crawford, and we have seen this so often, how he just has surges of points. As Paul guarding Russell Westbrook, and turned over by Westbrook. Here goes Crawford to the basket.
Yeah, that's where he's dangerous, Mike. He'll finish, and he finishes with a soft touch on the board.
Durant misses, and the rebound comes down to the hands of Chris Paul.
See, I like what the Clippers are doing, Mike, on the defensive board. They're holding him to 1 shot. They're doing a nice job.
And Matt Barnes hits another 3. That's his 4th three-pointer of the day. One of 3 players with 14 points for LA. Clock at 5 as Durant shoots over Barnes.
That was a tough shot. I don't think he really had a good grip of the ball.
Paul, you can see his head up, so good at that. Crawford, great quarter for Crawford. Knocks down the 3. Jamal Crawford 15 here in this second quarter, and the Clippers lead by 3. Crawford splashes a 3, 15 points in the second quarter, and now Crawford to 20 for the afternoon. Crawford leads the league in altitude.
His shots go so high.
But it's so effortless. Excellent defense.
3 on 2. Crawford, challenged by Durant, scores.
How about the hook? Now, he didn't play the board, which I was shocked. Now, he switched that. He got the nice bounce.
Ball from the outside misses. DeAndre Jordan fighting to keep it alive. Darren Collison saved it. Crawford sets himself up. Splashed it down for 3.
It's like shooting in the backyard.
Clippers by 1. Crawford 3. Begging for the 4-point play. Timeout, Scott Brooks. Crawford spinning, taking. Made it again.
He's been murdered all night long.
The Los Angeles Clippers come into Oklahoma City. They put up 72 in the first half and win 125-117.
High ball game here as Davis hits the free throws.
Looks like the same play they just ran.
Didn't get the ball to Blake that time on the cut. Down on the shot clock. Crawford over Aminu. Yes, when you're hot, you're hot.
And he's been hot for about 16 games.
Rompers to Ajinça again. That's a very tough shot.
Well, and DJ stayed down. Smart move.
Crawford will bring the ball ahead, finds Griffin down low for an easy score against Davis.
He's got too much strength for Anthony Davis.
Chris Paul drives into the paint, lead pass at the feet of Dudley, picks it up, brings it out to Crawford for 3. He's fouled. Bingo, +1. Eric Gordon cannot believe it.
Eric Gordon just said to the referee, you got to take a look at that.
The lob, the jam, what a play from Crawford to Jordan. Timeout from Monty Williams. They get it to Matt. Crawford for 3, trying to draw the foul, didn't get it. Good hustle activity by Jordan for 3. Bingo from the corner for Crawford.
Crawford says, it's not likely I'm going to miss 2 in a row.
Griffin to the passing lane, deflects the ball to Crawford. He'll go to Barnes, run the court and slam it home. He's as good a runner as you're going to find in the NBA. Clippers by a dozen. Collison brings it in. DeAndre Jordan, dribble handoff to Collison. Uh-oh for 3. Bingo! Crawford, his third 3-ball of the game. He has a dozen in the first half. Clippers lead by 10 again. This guy is something. Bingo.
He knows a little something about streaky shooting.
Man, that's his 4th 3-ball.
This Crawford, Ralph, is only 300 and just a little bit 3 balls from being number 3 all time.
Crawford again.
Maybe sooner than 2 years. It's enough.
I think Jamal says, okay, Al-Farouq Aminu, you want to have a 3-point shooting contest? Bring it on.
Yeah.
Turkoglu for 3. Bingo. And so it goes for the Los Angeles Clippers. Crawford for a 6th 3-ball. Bingo.
Wow. Wow.
These guys will benefit from the day off tomorrow, I think. Especially Paul and Griffin.
Yeah, especially with their added travel, right?
Yep. So busy All-Star weekend. Oh, me, oh, my. Crawford does it again. His 7th 3-ball of the game. I'm bingoed out. So the Clippers go 2-0 now against this ball club. Morrow and Crawford, former teammates, be Matt Barnes and Blake Griffin at forwards. DeAndre Jordan's a center. Darren Collison and Chris Paul, both of whom used to play here for the Pelicans. Crawford for 3 more. Bingo! Jamal Crawford gets 1 to fall. It's a 2-point ball game. 6 seconds remain in the first quarter. Crawford has it at distance. Granger. He's not going to stop thinking offensively. Good extra pass to Crawford for 3. Bingo.
His 2nd of the night.
Collison at the free throw line. Brings it out to Crawford. He'll fire for 3 more. Bingo. He's back.
He's now only 1 away from Steve Nash tying him for number 11 all time. That'd be 1,684.
Ball back into the offensive end. Crawford for 3. Bingo. His 4th.
Hello, Mr. Nash. I caught you.
Goodness gracious.
I think we need to re-educate the fans. This guy not only qualifies for 6th man of the year, but if he wins, he'll be the oldest to do it, and he'll be the only guy to do it.
Uh-oh. Bingo! And he has tied his own club standard of 149 threes in the season.
DeAndre Jordan.
That was an excellent summary. All right, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Happy to. Make sure you say hi to him.
Okay, all right, thank you, Kevin.
Crawford time.
He can certainly do whatever he wants to do against Babbitt. There's just no question about that.
And he knew it, didn't he?
Oh, you bet.
He kind of just like rocked into his favorite little move.
Oh, they were teammates in Portland a couple years ago. Turkoglu open three ball for the tie. Bingo!
What a difference.
Heater does make shots. I mean, he's like 43% this year shooting from deep. Crawford working outside the three-point line. Shoots the three. Bingo in Davis's face.
That's Clipper
Davis
history.
Slumps.
Is that not Clipper history?
Yeah, that's 153 balls in a year. A new single-season record for a Clipper.
The leaner. I don't know if that shot was in the paint or not.
The lob down low, broken up nicely. Well, there's one of those defensive stops he said they need to get a bunch of. Crawford for three. Bingo! Oh, real my. Clippers bring it in, trailing by 2, 8.8 seconds to go. Barnes, Crawford, Griffin.
Here we go.
Jordan and Paul. Here's CP3 with it. Crawford for the win.
They were defended well. Give them credit.
There's a steal into the hands of Jamal Crawford. Lord running and flushing and getting fouled. Oh, it does help to run with your teammates. Crawford straight away, three ball, bingo!
You talk about two high-powered scorers. Crawford and Ellis going at each other, both former Warriors.
Look at that ball zip around like that.
A broken play. Clippers should have come up with it. And another steal.
Oh, near my. 10 for Crawford off the bench. The lead is suddenly 6. Crawford says not for long.
Yeah, and Doc was going to call timeout, too. He's got to be aggressive.
Paul freezes his man, fires and misses. Griffin chases it down. New clock for the Clippers. 6 minutes to go in the game. Down by 6. Bingo! 3-point game as Crawford throws down a long three ball. Carter may not start, sure does finish. That's an air ball. Poked away, should have come up with it. Here comes Paul on a move. Calderon, Jordan slammed up.
Well, it's got to be in their head now.
1-point game. 1.8 seconds to go. Time will expire. The Los Angeles Clippers logged their 51st win of the year. They get a 20-17 on the road, 3-0 in public against the Dallas Mavericks.
Here's Jeremy Lin on a full gallop. Parsons is wide open. Sets, fires, misses.
See, without Dwight and Patrick Beverly, two defensive stalwarts, the Rockets are going to have to keep that scoreboard moving.
Here's a guy that can fill it up in a hurry.
Sixth man of the year.
Jamal Crawford, 44-29. Crawford says, man, I've been doing this a lot longer than you, rookie. I can fill it up. Now Jones got to try to stop Chris Paul. Back over to Crawford.
He'll shoot it. How about that pass from Chris Paul? How about that high arcing shot from Jamal Crawford?
And Jordan with a slam.
Wow, that's just great offense by the Clippers.
Crawford picked up outside by Harden. Crawford on the drive, lays it up and in.
Oh, Crawford, supremely skilled off the dribble or catch and shoot.
Crawford's got it. Barnes stays in the corner. Crawford puts it up and missed everything, and it's tipped right back to him again.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, offensive rebounds have killed the Rockets all season and really hurting them again tonight. Crawford got it.
Boy, he's so good.
When they rest Chris Paul, that's what they do. They put the ball in Jamal Crawford's hands and said, here, have a few shots. Cannon misses. Crawford lays it up and in.
One protecting the basket. No shot blocker in the game.
That's right. Crawford. Crossover in the corner to Willie Green. Gets a little closer, puts it up and in.
Willie Green's still a very serviceable veteran.
So the Clippers have come in here and won against the Rockets for the 4th time this season. The Clippers now go to 52-22. The Rockets are 49-23.
The last game on the last night of the regular season. It's been quite a regular year for Damian Lillard, who has got Portland back in the playoffs, trying for win number 54 tonight against the Los Angeles Clippers, who are also playoff bound. And Portland number 3 in the NBA in scoring. The Clippers, by the way, are number 1 in the league in scoring, as Matt Barnes hits the 3. Such an important player. He's had a great year, and really the second half of the season has been one of their best players. He's averaged 13 points per game over his last 32 games.
Excellent ball club as Barnes gets the left-handed jumper to go.
It'll be San Antonio and Dallas in the first round.
San Antonio's beaten Dallas 9 straight times in the regular season, and 13 out of 15 in their last 15 meetings.
As Crawford hits at the foul line. So all the seeds and postseason matchups are set. After that thrilling finish with Memphis, Dallas, and Crawford getting 2 here. Clippers and Portland know who they will play in the opening round. Well, there's no question Chris Paul changed the culture. Now, can they win in the playoffs? They 2 years ago won a series. They beat Memphis, but then last year, very, very disappointing year. They lost in 6 to the Grizzlies, who, by the way, then went and beat Oklahoma City. Now, Westbrook wasn't available, but they beat the Thunder. That's who they play in the first round starting this weekend.
Well, it's got to happen in the playoffs, and that's what it's all about, as Crawford gets one to go.
Final seconds of the first half. Portland's put up 68 points. Here's Big Baby hitting at the buzzer.
Yeah, how about the job Steve Clifford has done in Charlotte?
And Dwayne Casey in Toronto for that matter.
Dwayne Casey, a great job. Charlotte finally in the playoffs. Kyle Jefferson been one of the hottest players in the league, as Jamal Crawford gets one to go.
Hornacek definitely will be in the mix. You know, Greg Popovich is going to get a lot of votes with San Antonio winning 62 games and having the best record in the league. As Crawford connects again, and J.A. is Crawford with a beautiful move. Gets to the rim and scores. Rockets lost tonight, but still 54 wins for Houston this year. But 10-9 in their last 19. And they're going to be playing a very hot Portland team. Speaking of hot, Jamal Crawford is getting going. He's got 21-11 here in the third.
I just looked at Doc Rivers, and he is smiling.
18 points per game for Crawford, a 6th Man of the Year candidate again. And they turn it over here. Crawford won the 6th Man of the Year award in 2010. He was in Portland for 1 season, 2012. Now in his 2nd year with the Clippers. And he'll take a 3 here. And he's a chance at a 4-point play. Something he's done more often than any player in NBA history.
Welcome back, Jamal. You can just tell, you look at that bench and they see it. That is the Jamal that we've seen all year long.
McCollum goes to the left hand. Here comes Crawford. He's taken 22 shots, has 25 points, trying to get his rhythm back after missing time with a calf injury. A beautiful move. High off the window, it spins home. 27 now for Crawford. My goodness. Crawford another 3. He's got 32. That ends a drought of 4 minutes and 16 seconds without a field goal for Portland, as Willie Green comes back and hits a 2. There was another game in the series where last year the Clippers blew out the Warriors, and that was a game that Doc Rivers highlighted when he talked to the team early in training camp. As the Clippers cut the deficit to 3. Final seconds of the regular season. Big shot good by McCollum. Baseball pass ahead to Collison. They give him 2. The Portland Trailblazers finish tied for the 4th best record in the West. 54 wins for the Blazers. That's as many as Miami. 21 more wins for Portland than a year ago.
One of the great atmospheres in all of pro sports. They love their Warriors here. Who right now trail 2 games to 1. Crawford has yet to get really in rhythm in this series. Off balance. There it is, and a foul. Difficult shot from Crawford, and a chance for a 3-point play as Thompson picks up his first. Thompson, the 3. Side of the rim, Griffin has plenty of time. Nice dribbling, feeds to Crawford. Oh, and a beautiful move for Griffin, and some adept ball handling. Crawford for 3. Crawford favored to win 6th Man of the Year. Crawford way downtown. That's good. Jamal Crawford, 11 points in 8 minutes off the bench. And the lead is cut to 12. It was 20 at one point. There's Armstrong. Backs in against Barnes. Left-handed. Nice move from Hilton Armstrong. A late season signee. Crawford floats it up and banks it in. 16 first half points for Crawford. 5 to shoot. Crawford had a terrific first half and gets a nice friendly roll. Crawford, his best game of the series thus far with 18. Davis inside, blocked by O'Neal. Davis back up top. Crawford tries a three with a hand in his face and nails it. Crawford on a pull-up two. Jamal Crawford. Everything is so fancy. David Lee, wild shot. He thought he was hit. Here comes Chris Paul the other way. Ranger to Turkoglu. Paul tries a three. That's good from the left corner. And this best of 7 opening round playoff series is all tied at 2 games apiece.
The series is tied at 2-2. Reggie in game 4 up in the Bay Area a couple days ago. We saw a lineup change for the Warriors that gave them that game 4 win. Chiseling his way into Paul. O'Neal was there. A third missed shot right at the rim for Golden State. Paul, Collison, the fake on Thompson, the cross court to Crawford. Inside. Who else? DeAndre Jordan. 10 first quarter points after going scoreless. As you mentioned, in game 4. No fouls to give either way. Here comes Jermaine O'Neal. This is over. Jordan. Rebound by Chris Paul. Axling his 3rd rebound. Cross court. Crawford. Jackson fires.
See what happens when you're unselfish? The ball seems to find you next go round.
Jamal Crawford on the move, and he got it. With an acrobatic shot, and Crawford. We have the nice game 4 with the 26, as we mentioned, averaging 10 points the first 3 games. Foul goes on Jordan Crawford, number 1. Here comes Curry, defended by Crawford. Knocked it away. Barnes. Crawford the other end. Crawford a 3.
That's how you answer.
Screen by Lee. Here comes Curry. Lost the ball. Eating up precious time. Under 4 to go. He scrambles and falls. Jordan gets the ball. Early release by Crawford. Goes against Iguodala. What a play.
Who was on the ground there?
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, the star of the evening for the Clippers.
Quick double on Paul. Crawford is left free. Fires a 16-footer. The Los Angeles Clippers have gone up 3 games to 2. Jamal Crawford. Glenn Davis has just checked in for the Clippers. He's in the circle. Crawford to 3. Jamal knocks it in. He's been the 6th man before. He was the runner-up last year, and maybe the 6th man this year. Here comes Crawford on top, and Thompson is on him, approaching a minute to play in the 3rd. The dancing Jamal Crawford. Oh, wow. He banks it home. What a shot by Crawford.
That'll play the 3 here by Jamal Crawford.
And they got Jamal Crawford, a well-designed inbound play with a sweet pass from Chris Paul. Klay Thompson. Griffin, Jamal Crawford toils, and a 3 is right there.
I'm going to give Blake Griffin all the credit on that possession.
Thompson is all over Paul. Crawford is picked up by Iguodala. A screen by Jordan. They go down low. Green is on Jordan. Crawford the 3. Wow. Good!
Wow.
Big time triple by Jamal Crawford. 19 for Jamal Crawford. Now charged with defending Curry. Rebound by Jordan. The other way in a hurry. Crawford. Barnes in stride to the cup. And he puts it in, making it a 2-point game with Griffin fouled out. 4-point game. Jamal Crawford. Inside, Jordan was already airborne, and he caught it in mid-flight. Here comes Collison. To the rack, hammered, no call, picked up by Crawford. Outside Collison, back to Crawford. down to 10. Long shot, short, picked up by Barnes. In the corner, Collison. That's no good. Offensive rebound, Barnes. Down to 3, down to 2. The 3, good! Hits the 3, 1-point game, but the time says that Golden State. He misses, like you say. Rebound by Green. The game is over. We've got Game 7 coming up in Los Angeles on Saturday. Welcome, everyone, to Los Angeles in Game 7 between the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers have never led, but driving Jordan Crawford. It's picked up by Granger. He was a late season signee after he was traded to Philadelphia from the Pacers and then let go. Crawford, they'll go by Iguodala, right to the hole.
Way too easy.
And a defensive screw-up. Crawford hesitates, jab steps into Green and finds 2. Jamal Crawford. Warriors are shooting 55%. Green with another 3.
They can't stop him from beyond the arc. The Warriors shooting 70%.
Crawford 3 and fouled by Green. Could be a 4-point play, which has been a running theme in this first round. Griffin, shot clock at 5. Crawford's up high. Thompson defends. Down he goes. Hits a 3. How in the world did he get that to go? Ray Thompson with 11. Curry with 17. 28 between the two. Crawford on the move. Dancing on Jordan Crawford. Jamal hitting over Jordan. And here we go. The fourth quarter is underway. Jamal Crawford with Jordan Crawford defending. The Clippers have outscored since halftime Golden State 33-20. 6-0 Golden State run. Crawford 3, Jordan screen. Wow. Off the bench, Jamal Crawford has authored 22 in this Game 7 for Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Clippers have won Game 7. And they advance to the second round with tears of joy down the face of their first-year coach, Doc Rivers.
We welcome you to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma on a hot and humid 85-degree night. It is the usual packed house. This the 160th consecutive sellout as we get ready for Game 1 of this best-of-7 Western Conference semifinal. The number 3 seed, the Los Angeles Clippers, taking on the 2nd seed, Oklahoma City Thunder. Crawford, who had a big Game 7 against the Warriors.
Collison, is probably the most fluid of the bigs for Oklahoma City in terms of playmaking and floor spacing and recognition of defensive schemes. So he's going to play a big role in this series.
That will count, and the foul. Jamal Crawford can shoot from the outside, can shoot from deep.
Another turnover for Westbrook.
Crawford with the lead. And Granger has been a major contributor. Thunder chipping away, and lots of time remaining. But Crawford knocks down a 3.
A year ago, Clippers were 26th in the NBA guarding the three-point line. 37% their opponent's shot. This year, number 1, 33% is the miss. Barry Jones. But I was at training camp in San Diego. Doc told me, he said, our biggest objective, we want to run more and we want to guard the three-point line. And they've done both this year, and that's why they are where they are.
Crawford met by Adams, shoots over and hits.
Man.
Clippers going through all levels of emotion in coming away with the victory over the Golden State Warriors in 7. And they came out here on fire, ready to go. Crawford with another 3, make it 18 3-pointers. And as you see, it's the worst home loss since moving to Oklahoma City. Being suffered here by the Thunder. 122-105. The final score is much worse than that. Clippers at one stretch led by as many as 29.
Crawford on the drive, scoop blocked by Adams, knocked off the glass, picked up by Griffin. 7 to shoot. Crawford tries a 3, puts it in. Butler started the year in Milwaukee.
And has fit in very well with his ability to spread the floor. Remember, he started the last 2 games of that series against Memphis when they went down 3-2.
He only played in 22 games in the regular season, but Scott Brooks not hesitant as Dudley hits the three-pointer. Hasn't been an easy season for Dudley in his first year, but when he's played well, they're virtually unbeatable when he's had big games. Crawford makes his move, draws the foul, shot's good and one. The NBA's 6th man of the year, juking Caron Butler. And still at 34 years old, you give the players a little more rope in the playoffs with the emotions of the postseason. Isn't that correct?
Well, sometimes, Mike, you do. I think on the first technical foul, you're not really worried too much about it, but you really have to be aware that if it's a person's second technical foul. I think the officials are doing a very good job.
Crawford gets rid of Westbrook. Smooth jumper from Crawford. He's now 4 of 10 from the field.
Matt Barnes is just bear hugging Kevin Durant offensively, and they're very content to allow Oklahoma City to play 4-on-4.
Crawford ties the game. Timeout OKC, and a standing ovation here at the Staples Center. Ball trying to draw a foul, shot won't go. And that'll do it. Oklahoma City wins back-to-back games in this Western Conference semifinal, regains home court advantage, and now leads the best-of-7 series 2-1. Ibaka back in, Westbrook back in with Jackson, Durant, and Butler. Crawford floating away. His first field goal, he was 0 for 3. They need his scoring. Westbrook on a pull-up. And a fight for the rebound. Crawford, quick outlet to Paul. Those were 2 very impressive blocks, especially the first one. Crawford's jump shot is good. Crawford steps back. That's a 3. Puts it in. Butler for 3. And a wide open look that time. As we're under 3 minutes remaining, Crawford to the rim.
And Butler has no chance against Jamal Crawford right now. And Westbrook was talking to us about that very thing today when we were asking what did he learn when he was out last year. Just the appreciation for Nick Collison.
His minutes are down, but his effectiveness when he's out there. Oh, nice block shot. And as Butler comes up short, and Crawford hurt himself after blocking the shot. Jamal Crawford slow to get up. Butler, shot blocked by Crawford. Again, Crawford, who rarely blocks shots, has 2 here in the 4th quarter. Westbrook's had another good, efficient game. Bad pass from Durant, stolen by Crawford. Crawford flips it up and in off the glass. And a timeout quickly called by Scott Brooks. The Clippers on a mini 6-0 run to pull within 10. Westbrook, pull-up jumper. Rolls in, nice soft touch from Westbrook, who's got 23. Crawford blows past him, lefty layup. Oh, gorgeous move from Jamal Crawford. Durant has to come out to get it. Collison looking to double. Pass deflected and stolen. Here comes Collison ahead of the pack. They cut it to 1. Timeout OKC. 95-94. Crawford for 3. Bang! Jamal Crawford from downtown. And the Clippers' first lead of the game. Durant doubled. Westbrook fakes. Drives. Shot up. Rolls around. No good. Rebound Griffin. Outlet to Collison. Ahead of the pack. Collison lays it in. Clippers by 4 with 32.8 remaining. Not looking to foul. Collison has it. Collison drives, spins inside Griffin. Griffin layup, misses. Ibaka has it. They have time. Final second, Cephalosha to Westbrook. Westbrook puts up a 3. Won't go. Ibaka's tip, no good. And the Clippers have tied the series.
Until Tony Brothers just gave both teams warnings as Durant fires up a 3. To stop complaining about every call. Barnes for 3. So Matt Barnes with his second from downtown. So Crawford's not a guy with much of a conscience. He might look at that miss as a good one because it was close. It was actually a good-looking shot. Good miss. Good miss. Granger. Oh, he's got it going here tonight at both ends. 7 points for Granger. Now Paul met on the switch by Butler. I think he likes this matchup. Gave it up to Barnes. And then got the step, pitches it back. Crawford, for three. What ball handling by Chris Paul. Incredible. How about the vision? Even Adams has checked back in for Oklahoma City. Crawford. It counts on the foul. It's a 3+1. Jamal Crawford has been the king of 4-point plays over the course of his career. Sometimes if you're not feeling it, that 2-for-1 turns into nothing more than a 1-for-1. That makes sense? No. Okay. Crawford. Oh, it counts on the foul. Jamal Crawford, following the 1-for-7 first half, has come back by hitting a 3, which led to a 4-point play, and now the possibility of a 3-point play. Adams called on that foul.
Looks like foul trouble is going to dictate small ball on both sides in the fourth quarter. After what happened Sunday in practice yesterday, you think your guys are better prepared to handle that?
This is a matchup the Clippers like. Butler trying to stay in front of Jamal Crawford. Crawford goes right at him. Wild shot, it counts on the foul. Circus shot by Jamal Crawford, who has had a magnificent second half following the 1-for-7 in the first half. Crawford, yes. Jamal Crawford, 16 points off the bench, and this following the poor start. Barnes kicks it back out. Shot clock to 7. Crawford off the dribble. Fires for 3. Yes! Jamal Crawford again. Oklahoma City 5 points the last 28 seconds. Down by 2. Westbrook for the lead. And he was fouled on the 3. This for the lead. Clutch. Paul down to 3, down to 2. Trying to get it down low, and Ibaka took it away. It's all over. The Oklahoma City Thunder have come from 15 back. The 17-3 rally down the stretch, and they win by 1 to take a 3-2 lead.